Sitting at the intersection of time, space, reality, and fiction floats the yellow eye. Always watching, never blinking. Its gaze has witnessed all that has happened before and knows what is yet to come. Countless stories of hope, hate, heroics, and heartbreak. It has no mouth by which to speak these lessons, so it calls upon its head clearer to tell these stories, by word and by deed. Heed the yellow eye's lessons as it gazes upon its servant, just as the eyeball gazes upon you. Our story has already begun.
Hello, my children, and welcome in. My name is the Yellow Eye. I'm the High Priest of the Great Yellow Eyeball. May its gaze be upon you this and every single one of your days. It's Friday night, which means it's D&D time, which means it's time for me to kill players. No. I am only allowed to kill characters. Killing players is illegal. And we don't want to deal with that, so we're not. But that being said, we're gonna recap a little bit of what happened last week. Thank you guys all very much for the hosts. Uses all my best friends.
We have another peeping Tom.
Do appreciate all of you. All right. So as I said, let me jump into the deal here, because the only ones that let me unmute the players. I should do that. Why is it not doing it? Okay, there we go.
And I let all my college debt go into default.
Oh. That was a fun thing to just open up on.
Hi.
Like, well, let's start this off on a terrible turn.
This is why he's campaigning.
Yeah.
He has college debt.
That makes sense. Yeah, and then you got to get all the gold pieces to pay back your debtors, or else they'll take your grandmother, whom they hold captive right now. Wow, I should write this down. This is a great plot line. Let me.
This is why Ether has a patron. No schooling, no debts. Sure, I gotta serve an astral god, but that's all right.
Yeah, it's okay.
I've got debts.
And almost die occasionally. That seems to be a
That's
thing.
fine. That's fine.
That's fine. All right. So, where we left off is essentially you have made it to the Carnith Roadhouse. During the first night of the Carnith Roadhouse, listening into the random mumblings of the cook piqued your curiosity on essentially what was in the strong room. And once you were in the strong room, there were lizard folk inside that you quickly dispatched, and then locked the door behind you. And inside the room, you saw the open trap door, which essentially had a giant, well, had a crate basically nailed to it. So when closed, it just looked like a crate sitting on the floor, but it tips over to the side to open up to a secret passage. The majority of you, except for Zig decided to take a nap, went down this corridor and heard some noises, some hissing and draconic words being said. And once you came to the other side, we're basically ambushed by another group of lizard folk. You quickly dispatched them, except for one which you've knocked unconscious and now are crowded around. And that's pretty much where we are, where we set up. So for it'll be the marshlands map. Nutrock is where you are right now.
Oh yeah.
Yep. So now you're all crowded around this unconscious lizard folk. who is lying on the ground. You just got done killing all of his comrades.
I put my fingers in its nose, try and wake it up.
That's one way to do it. You're not going to tie it up or anything? You're just going to...
I was already tied up.
Oh, that's right. That's right. You did. That's right. You did. All right. Yep. Now I'm a member. Yeah. So you kind of rouse him, and he just eyes open up. You slitted pupils, looking at the group of you, and somewhat panicked, seeing that he's completely helpless right now.
What are you doing here?
Is that how you speak to lizard folk? Just add an S at the end of every word.
It's just like Canadians, right? You just say A.
You just say A at the end. This is just just his. All right. He just stares at you. Doesn't open his mouth. And were you speaking to him in Draconic or?
Yes.
Okay.
Like I've been typing in the chat.
Gotcha. He just stares at you.
Well,
Staring rude.
S's don't seem to help.
Not a snake.
They were doing it.
Maybe they're confused. Maybe they just think they're snakes because the other guy thought they were rats.
They can't understand your accent.
Jesus. Wow.
At this point, Zazer can do nothing more than giggle at this whole situation.
Okay. Got it.
They ask him who he serves in Draconic.
Again, keeps his mouth completely shut.
Ask him if he knows Tiamat.
Just glares at you.
You know if you don't talk to us, you'll die anyway, right?
But we'll make it slow.
Oh, disregard that. Whoopsie.
Okay.
See that big lady over there? She's got a very sharp axe she likes to bury in people's heads.
I do. Just
All
say the word and it'll be done.
right. Give me a holy crap! My brain just completely went blank on me. Intimidation check with advantage, since you're essentially using the size and strength of Axia.
You want me to roll it?
No,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Oh,
How's that?
Okay.
I'm gonna pick him up by the scruff of his neck and kind of hold him up a little bit.
Okay. By his little lizard skin.
Yeah.
What do you want?
I want you to answer Toe's questions.
Do you speak Draconic?
Oh no.
Yeah, then you didn't understand a word he said.
Toe, tell him that. Toe, tell him that he needs to answer your questions or my axe is gonna go in his head.
I speak Draconic. I know what he said. Now
What's-
answer my questions.
What
Who do you work for? What are we doing here?
We are taking the treasures.
What treasures? I didn't see any treasures.
The crates. We carry them back.
Back to where?
The castle in the swamp.
What direction from us?
He kind of looks at all of you. This follows the fire symbols. I show. Have the Hulk put me down. I show.
Put him down, Axia, but don't let him go.
Okay, I'll sit him back down on his little claw feet.
Okay. He starts to kind of walk northward, a little bit. Instead of walking towards the canoes that you guys saw earlier, he takes you completely away from the canoes and brings you up to a tree. And now this tree, it looks like a normal tree, but carved in it quite plainly is kind of a fire symbol where it's like a fireball. So it's basically a circular bottom, rudely cut, kind of in semi-concentric but off-canted circles going inward and kind of rising up to a flame, tip, essentially. Real easy to see. Now that you know what it looks like it's pretty obvious. If you had just seen it without knowing its purpose, it just would have looked like something carved into a tree. And it's like, there's also, and he points a little further up, and you can see hanging from some tree branches on two sides a roughly hewn, essentially stick and twine representation of that same fire symbol. But it's more of a kind of a hanging, almost a dream catcher type construction, but in the shape of this fire symbol, just hanging from the trees.
What are we gonna find if we make it to this castle? More of your kind?
Yes, and the bullywugs, the frog folk, and some of the... And he kind of stops and he points at you, Tick and Tack. It's like, some of them. And elves and laborers of humans.
Any purple robe people?
Yes. Someone in charge. The elf.
In charge, you say? Oh, I'm gonna have to fix that. I don't think Zig's gonna be all that happy to hear about new purple robes, but
Zig turns in his sleep.
Just purple.
They're in charge.
Just in his sleep, just randomly says it.
Red bag monkey. Red bag monkey. Are we gonna go back and get?
Is there more treasure at this castle?
I just don't know how much. We only come to get it at nights when the deliveries are happenings. Then it is taken, and we do not know where it goes.
Is anyone expecting you?
We are to return with the treasures.
You take it by the boat?
Not we first, and he points again. So like you can see where the water and all is. It looks like kind of the path by seeing where the various places are carved in the trees and where some of these trinkets are hanging from the the branches that you're actually really kind of it seems to be taking you, if it's not at least it looks like it's like ankle deep shallow water, or it's just really muddy close to the surface water. Nothing looks extremely solid this direction, but this is completely in he went completely north, and the actual what do you want to call them, the canoes that you saw before were actually off in a different area. So it looks like this takes you through at least semi solid ground.
Okay.
So where are all the other crates? There were a bunch that were on the friggin' wagons we brought here, but there weren't very many in that room. I don't see any over here.
They are marked with the same symbol in red. And now that you think about it, the crate that you opened up that was down inside the tunnel that they were moving did have a red kind of crude fire drawing on the side of it that you weren't really paying attention to at first.
So did you already move crates tonight?
No, we were waiting for them to bring them out.
There was only like 2 freaking crates in that room. Why does that need like 20 people?
No, there was far more crates in that room. In that strong room, there were a lot of crates.
We only opened one. We need to go back to that freaking room.
There was just one down in the tunnel, and you opened that one immediately.
So hear me out.
Anybody got any other questions?
I'm already gone.
You're already headed back? Okay.
All I want to know is who's gutting this guy before we leave. That's all I want to know.
Apparently, okay, yeah. Yeah. And you straight up just skewer the shit out of this guy who's tied up and completely not a threat to you. He just sits a...
I quickly enough follow up.
Fuck the mark, curse you! And he collapses.
Well, that was fun. Running back up the hallway.
All right.
Does he have anything on him, or?
No. He other than the weapons that they had, which he didn't have his weapon and his shield anymore since you disarmed him and all that. That was all he pretty much had, was his turtle shell shield and his weapon, and that was it.
Okay.
And I will use like my cunning action and everything to like make sure that I'm well ahead of Zazer and back in that room.
Okay, there's more space that both you ghouls can cover. It's fine, it's cool, and I'm just trotting along. I
got it. So yeah, you're definitely gonna get there.
Lock you out.
You're definitely gonna get there first. You're definitely gonna get there first, Hope. You show up.
And as I approach the room, I'm yelling out, "Stay in the room, Zig! Stay in that room!"
As far as I know, Zig's still asleep.
Yeah, I wouldn't have woken him up. I just wanted to see if all the crates have that symbol or just certain crates. And then I'm going for the crates that have the symbol.
Okay, so what you have basically is a bunch of there's a ton of different crates in there, but there do seem to be some randomly picked ones throughout that do have this red symbol on them.
How many we got?
It looks to be a grand total of about, counting the one down at the bottom, it looks to be about 15.
Ooh.
Damn.
I pick one of the chests that's the furthest away from the brothers, and
You're not
see if
even
I
there
can-
yet. This is all what Toe sees when he gets in there.
Oh,
He was basically moving at 90 feet every round. So
Rogue abilities, man.
Yeah.
Faster.
So he was basically hauling ass. So he's gonna be able to get there about, let's see, 400. Yeah, so he's gonna get there about 18 seconds to 24 seconds before you do.
and when I get there, I want to see if I can't get a fast eyeball on it. And see
Okay,
if I
crate
can-
one.
Yep.
Crate
All
two.
right. So, Zig, you hear some god awful noises. So you're going to go to the first one that you can get to, right? That's like sitting on top of the stack. That's not buried underneath other crates or anything like that.
Correct.
Okay.
I'm small
Got it.
and weak.
Got it. All right.
I'm going for easy.
All right. Yeah. So you go ahead and you pry the top of that thing open. And inside you see a lot of what you've seen in some of the other ones, where essentially it was a bunch of stuff just wrapped up in wool and furs, probably to do one of two things. One, to protect whatever is being carried inside of it. In addition to that, it also would keep them from clanking around against each other, so when the crates get moved, they don't just sound like a box full of metallic things and whatnot. So inside, you're seeing just a bunch of random stuff. Cups, plates, cutlery, silverware, all those kinds of things is what you're seeing inside here.
Okay. Is there another one that's easily accessible?
Am I back in there yet? 'Cause I will be-
Yeah, now that he got the first one open, that now the rest of you are actually up in the room.
I will be tax. Oh, it didn't put me in there. What happened?
Caesar,
I'm doing
this
it.
crate's for you.
Oh, okay. I'm
And-
gonna be.
and-
Wait,
I'm gonna
what?
be Toe's strength if he needs me to lift boxes and stuff for him, so he can get to him.
I gotcha. So yeah, Zig, you're definitely hearing all of this noise, as because it's not quiet to essentially open up a crate that has been nailed shut.
Keep it down. Zig trying to sleep in here.
Getting paid, half for it, getting paid. And I'm still frantically trying to get into the crate that I'm jacking with. I don't have a crowbar, and I'm trying to use the cultist spear to wedge it and pry and whatnot.
All right, everybody, give me a perception check, please.
Ruh-roh.
I'm assuming I automatically fail.
Well, I mean, you were just kind of laying there, so that's fine. Yeah, no problem. So yeah, Axia and Tack and Tick. While you're busy, starting to rip apart these crates, you're starting to hear some what sounds like thumps.
We need to barricade that door.
Coming.
Does it
from,
open in or out?
Can we tell where it's coming from?
From actually, you can. It sounds like it's coming from above.
Oh, we woke up old Peavy.
Start making rat noises. Squeak, squeak, squeak.
Squeak, squeak, squeak.
just a big old dwarf burly squeak.
In any crates we don't need anything from, let's stack in front. Does that door that we came in open in towards
It opens
us?
inward. No, it opens into that other room. So it opens outward from the direction you're in.
Okay. We can still stack crates up.
Yeah. Make him work to get into this room.
That's right. If anyone's
Yeah, so
coming.
the crates themselves are pretty dang heavy. Probably Axia and Zig would be the only two that would have an easy enough time working together to actually slide these things off. Because essentially they are super duper heavy, filled with a lot of like, you're talking pickaxes and shovels and all those kinds of things.
So they're basically just filled with supplies.
A lot of them are, yeah. Basically stuff that that are somewhat valuable and are useful for this work crew, because essentially that's what this place is here for, to work as the staging ground for the work crew.
See if we can't find nail and hammer. Maybe we can nail that door shut, since we have a bunch of supplies here.
The
I
door
did
itself
lock
is
it.
metal. If you
Say
don't
what?
remember, that was the only door in this whole place that was metal.
And I locked it again
Yes, you did relock it.
behind us.
Yes.
Darn.
So as far as we know, only one guy can get in here. So as long as we put something there to kind of slow people down.
Axia, lean up against the door.
Just roll Zig in front of it. It's like a giant doorstop.
So essentially what you're looking at, y'all, if you're going to start trying to rip these things open, again, there's about 15 crates total. Counting the one
I'll get bored easy.
that is down inside the deal, or inside the tunnel, that you've already kind of taken the stuff out of and got yourself about all those gems and things that you found out of that. The other ones seem to be more, I don't want to say less compact type of things. You're talking goblets and candelabras and plates and silverware and all those kinds of things. Albeit, nice ones, but nothing, no coins or anything like that in the ones that you've opened thus far.
All right, let's just move one in front of the door to stop people. Or we could light the whole thing on fire and run down the tunnel.
Ooh, fire.
Ooh, fire.
I mean, we really don't like anybody here. Anyway. And that one lady's still giving us the stink eye.
Bro.
And they're gonna follow us if they find the lizard bodies.
You're right, we might as well burn the place down. Let's see. Wonder if I have the stuff to do that. I don't, damn it. I can't even make a fire. What kind of tiefling am I?
Well, let's take a gander.
I have a tinderbox.
Oh, perfect.
We can have Zig chuck a box at you, and then you can hellish rebuke the box.
Did you?
You're not wrong. Then I die to the box.
Let's do
I
it.
mean,
Let's
I
do
have
it.
a
Like
torch
Zig's
and a
like, I'm
tinderbox.
asleep, but I'm suddenly gonna wake up and go, I like this idea. Let's hit the tiefling.
I like this too. I'm gonna wake Zig up and tell him to throw a box at Zazer.
I hide behind the other brother kobold. What do you mean throw a box at me?
It
Look at your own brother.
It won't quite work the way you think it will. Essentially,
Anyway, though.
but you want to try it
Well-
anyway. I mean, Actually, so how does that work? Does it anytime you take damage you can do that? That hellish
whenever-
rebuke?
Let me actually read how that
How much health have I got before he hellish rebukes me?
don't worry, Zazer. I have animate dead.
I should be fine.
I have animate dead. Do you have the diamond you need?
which is in response to being damaged. I'm. You know what? Screw it. I cast Blade Ward on me. I now take I'm now resistant to bludgeoning, piercing, and
Hey,
I'll
just-
take less bludgeoning damage. So
Just
throw
for the
that-
record, I do have a cantrip that's called Firebolt that I've been using.
I
That could
know.
probably start a fire.
I also have a torch.
So do I.
You could also just headbutt a box.
I like how you
repeatedly
guys
until
went
it
for
starts
the
open and
most
it starts
difficult
hurting him.
possible way to start a fire by beating up the warlock when literally people had torches in their backpack that they could just pull out and light at
I
any
still
time.
think that I've agitated
Oh,
troops.
I accidentally did disadvantage. What?
Wait a minute.
I still hit.
Son of a...
What's the damage on a box?
It's gonna be 1d4. Yeah,
Where's my default?
yeah, just
but
1d4
technically-
damage. Yeah, so you just get beamed by a box for 3 points of damage, Zazer.
Oh, my face. I mean, technically, I would have to use Hellish Rebuke on the attacker targeting Zig himself.
Uh-huh.
as
Yep. That's how it works.
I'm not even gonna react to it. Just, Zig, what are you doing? Stop it!
Those are throw box.
We thought it was a good idea.
Throw another box.
Those
I'll find another one.
those beatings that you heard on the ceiling have kind of changed.
Oh.
They sound like
I
footsteps
missed that one.
footsteps running across the floor.
I threw another box, but I missed.
Yep, you missed that
Stop
time.
throwing boxes at me,
Okay.
A.M.o.K.
Wait, Zig,
Yeah?
you would Axia, move one of these big crates in front of the door.
Okay, I'll grab the end of it.
Can we just move them? Are we big enough?
Yeah, with the two of you working together, you can slide them across and get them over there.
We'll put 2 in front of the door.
Okay. Yeah, they're pretty like they're real dang heavy.
So, do I take any less damage for having Blade Ward up on that?
Oh, you know what? Yeah, because Blade Ward, does it do bludgeoning?
Bludgeoning, piercing,
Yes.
slash
Yeah,
damage.
yeah. So you would only take 1 point. I'll fix it.
All right, thank you.
Or no, 2. Sorry. No, yeah, 1. You're 1. 3 divided by 2, run down. Yep.
And I don't know about the rest of you, but I don't like running footsteps above us. We should GTFO.
I think we should get out of there too.
So do you want me to burn the place down or what?
Yes, we do.
What?
I start making my way towards that tunnel. Have fun with that fire.
I'm not completely agreeable with setting the place on fire, but whatever.
It's fine.
She's
gonna
not
go
gonna.
down the
She's not
tunnel.
gonna condone it, but she's not gonna stop
Just-
you. She's just gonna
Just close
leave.
your eyes like it never happened.
Well, there could be innocent people in here that have nothing to do with these guys that we'll end up killing.
Well, isn't this place mostly stone?
The floor is for sure. The area you're in has a metal door, and it looks like from the inside that it has metal reinforced wood. So they can't just, somebody couldn't easily like break down the wall to get in here necessarily, but it would, I mean, they could still do it. It would just take time with the reinforcements. So essentially you're kind of in a metal cage inside of a wooden box.
But we'll just slow him down a little bit. It shouldn't really. We'll be able to manage it.
All right.
We'll make it look like the lizards did it. Drop a torch, put it in one of the lizard's hands that's dead. They'll all have been dead from smoke damage.
Yeah, never mind all the puncture wounds and things they have, but you know.
They panicked.
Each other. Me
We'll
for
be
a person
so
for
much stressed you can't even tell.
All right.
And the 6 of us are missing, including 2 giants. Okay.
We got scared of the fire.
All right. So you're gonna try to start a fire. You're gonna put a torch in one of their hands, and then you all are beating feet out of there.
Yeah.
That's my plan.
I think that's the plan.
Okay. Cool. Yeah. So after a little bit of time, you know, getting that kind of set up, you don't hear much but you are all able to make your way down the tunnel. Are you going to try to close that tunnel behind you?
Did we notice a way to close it?
There is a pull rope that you can easily pull down to pull it back closed.
I'll go ahead and pull the rope.
And yes.
Okay.
Does that close it in the room or at the outer edge?
It closes it in the room. Because essentially what it was a crate that was kind of nailed to the floor in such a way that it just looked like a heavy crate. So if you tried to slide it, it would feel like a heavy crate that is hard to move. But it easily tips over to one side to open up the secret passage. So
is there any way we could kind of lock it or...
No. There's no lock. There's no locking mechanism on it at all.
Can we pull the rope and then cut the rope so that nobody else can reach it?
They can still open it from the top. They just won't be able to close it. But yeah, you can do that.
Has anyone invented glue yet?
I mean, there's sovereign glue, but none of you have any.
We must have a little bit of glue.
That's not glue.
Hey, it was actually glue.
It was hair gel.
Just because it's sticky doesn't make it glue.
It was a jar of glue. I got it so I could put like a feather boa on Quinn or something. I can't remember why I got it. I got it with some whips and chains. That's all I remember.
Yeah. All right.
Oh, I forgot Quinn.
We'll just close it.
Okay, cool. So you close it and you head out, you head back down, and you find yourselves back into that clearing.
Wait, who's the one that has the tremory stuff? Somebody does tremors.
I do.
Can I sleep now?
Zig does it, right?
Does what?
Make the ground shake.
The stick does it.
Can you do it right there at the other opening of the cave and cave that in?
So
I need to sleep first.
it looks like it's a stone-built tunnel. It looks like it's fairly well built. Probably some small tremors, unless you've. What are you trying to get them to do? If you're talking about thermaturgy,
no. Like this.
The one that he uses.
Oh, you have earth
take
tremor.
the-
Oh,
Yeah.
Can you link that in the dealy bop there? Because I'm not sure about
I thought
that.
that would have done it. I don't know how to link it.
Oh yeah, you can just pull the red bar over to the chat and it'll put it in the chat thing. That's cool. I'll just look it up. Yep, right like that. Yep, exactly like that. Each creature other than you must take a dexterity saving throw. 1d6 bludgeoning damage is knocked prone. Okay. And it becomes difficult terrain, so it shakes the shit out of it. Okay, yeah, go ahead. It does shake the crap out of it. But it doesn't do. There's a lot of dust that essentially gets shaken loose and whatnot, but not enough to collapse the whole thing.
Good try, buddy. Now it's difficult terrain at least.
Yeah, that's true. With some of the bricks and dirt that fell, it did kind of clog up the end a little bit, so it would be more difficult for them to get through if anyone does come down this way.
Hey, all right. We should
No, I really need to sleep.
We should find some place. Well, this is swampy area.
So the area you are in now, yeah, it's swampy, but you're kind of in a more raised area here. There's enough dry ground that if you wanted to rest for the night here, you definitely could. You could make it work.
Somewhere over here.
We should probably move a little bit first prior to sleeping, just in case we get pursued. But...
Yeah, probably in the opposite direction of the flamey stuff.
So it is the middle of the night. So actually, you can't see anything.
No, actually, I can see.
Glowy stick.
Oh, wait, you have a glowy stick. Never mind. So you're gonna like try to move yourself into a less conspicuous area to rest?
Yeah, where the brothers are.
Okay.
I'll go over with the brothers.
Yeah, so yeah, there's plenty of trees with a lot of gnarled and intertwining branches and stuff like that. So if you definitely you can either climb up in a tree or just sleep on the ground. It's dry enough that you're not gonna get totally waterlogged being on the ground.
I'll climb a tree.
So what I would like for you guys, everybody give me a deception check.
Deception.
Okay, cool. So with all of you working together, why do you have disadvantage on deception?
I decided to sleep out in the open.
That's why. All right, well, everybody except for Zig work together to kind of camouflage where you guys are staying, giving yourself a good view of the opening of the tunnel, but also giving whoever sees from the tunnel a harder time seeing the rest of you. However, it seems that all of that extra work seemed to not really matter all that much, as the next morning, as you're kind of awakened by the rising of the sun, things are things are pretty much normal. Nobody seemed to have come down the tunnel or anything like that.
Yay!
And everybody gets a long rest.
Zig feel better now?
Zig hungry now.
There's some leftover lizard folk over there on the ground.
Zig eat an apple.
That's why he just has apples. It's all he eats now. Okay.
I've got 100. I'll take one off the sheet.
There you go. There you go. Down to 99. You better keep track of every single one of those apples.
So I'm going to take Zig up to show him the symbols we're looking at and try to explain that we need to follow those.
Okay.
Good luck.
All of these are he's in charge.
I'm gonna ask Zig if I can have an apple too.
Yeah.
Hey Zig, can I have an apple?
Have 2.
Thank you, sir.
That's 1 and 1.
Yes, that's what I'm like. You am smart.
All right. So you guys kind of break up your camp and...
Just out of character, I looked at your guys' stats. Axie's only got 8 intelligence, and so is Nutdrug, and they're all always digging at Zig with his 6. It's just,
I mean, look.
You're not that much smarter than Zig.
They're smart. It's true. However...
I never said I was smart.
I just hide my intelligence.
Yeah.
Nutdrug's really smart. That's the.
Yeah, well, I mean, I guess to Zig, everybody's really smart. If we had a wizard in the party, he would have been in awe of that individual.
Intelligence, Zig?
That's basically Zazer.
Yeah.
Zig, what's your intelligence?
6.
Oh, okay. I'm slightly smarter.
And Zazer, the most intelligent out of all of us. That's something.
Mm-hmm.
Oh God. Oh God.
How you all haven't died yet, I will never know. Purely luck, I'll be honest with you.
Because
Wisdom.
Our dungeon master had rolled crappy a couple of times.
That's probably also true. That's probably also true. All right, so y'all are, what are you doing?
Going to that first symbol and seeing if we can track down the next one.
Yeah, so now that you absolutely know what you're looking for, in the early morning light, you actually have zero difficulties finding all of the individual pieces and the symbols in the trees and hanging from the trees, and it's real simple to follow this. Now, even with all this going on, one of the first things that you notice is that even if it's there, it's definitely it's still like sticky, slow going. It's not like this is a hard packed trail going through the middle of the swamp. It's still mushy and whatnot. But it's probably the best path to take, just because looking out to the left and right, based on what you can see, it looks far worse in other areas than where you're going. So it's really slow going, and after taking some breaks for rest and whatnot, eventually you make your way as evening starts to become apparent. You find yourself coming across an old campsite. And I mean, it's not really a camp so much. It's just a clearing that's drier than a lot of the crap that you've been trudging through this whole time. It's kind of raised a little bit. But one of the biggest things you notice is that there is a bunch of wicker lean-tos that have been kind of already constructed here. And in the middle is a stone platform that's above the wet ground that you can see evidence of old fires that have been lit there. In addition to that, you actually see there's 3 canoes that are all drawn up on top of the ground right next to one of the lean-tos. And essentially, just a little bit, basically in the general direction that you've been heading this whole time, the dry land the relatively dry land that you've been walking on this whole time just ends. And all you see ahead of you is random dead trees, some with that symbol carved into them, and water.
People.
Just a bunch of real still black water, cattails, and the sounds of frogs and insects and things like that.
Is it dark yet?
It's dusk. So it's starting to darken. It's taken you all day to get here.
Oh, good lordy.
Brother, you and I should go check this out before anyone else goes in. Because the lizard guy said there were some of our kind floating around. We're less suspicious.
They all float down here.
That's true. And, start to can't even see me, so.
That's right.
Unless Murray, if you don't mind taking Murray with you, keep an eye on you just in case things get secure.
Remember what happened last time in the caves when you let your thing out?
I think Murray's actually gone. I don't think you have a familiar.
Phrasing.
I think Zig threw it at a wall.
Say what?
I think Murray's gone.
Did you actually throw him against the wall because he was bothering you? Okay.
He made it bite Zig, right? And he threw it against the wall, if I remember correctly.
No, he didn't actually wake you up.
I thought he was trying to talk. I can't remember.
No, he didn't bite you. He was just jumping on your chest, and he failed. You succeeded in your con save because you rolled high enough in your Constitution check. You just didn't feel him.
Oh, that's right. You didn't wake up.
Oh, maybe Zig dreamt about throwing it against.
Maybe that's what it was.
I gotta be more protective of Murray. You guys are brutal. You know what? I'm just gonna keep Murray with me. Here you go. Bonus action, Scritch Rat.
Okay.
We'll go.
All right.
We want to go scope out this area before anyone decides to settle in.
Got it. Yeah. So when you kind of go into this campsite, essentially it's completely empty right now. You just see the canoes and you see the 3 lean-tos, but nobody else is here right now. However, you do notice that the fire was stoked somewhat recently. So it's not like it's been sitting here, and unused for quite some time. It looks to have been probably used as early as the previous evening.
Well, this could have been those yahoos we ran into.
Yeah, it was probably the lizard villas. Can we tell what direction we've been going?
You've been roughly kind of going a little bit northward and a little bit westward. It's kind of a little bit hard to tell because there's not any real good indicators of north to south, but just judging by the way that the sun kind of went across during the day, that you were kind of alternating. So you're probably going northwest, but how much north and how much west, about impossible to tell.
Okay.
I want to check all the tents.
I want to start checking on that fire to see if there are any embers.
And you said the
left,
canoes
see if
were
I got
up
stoked,
on
so-
the stone where the fire pit thing
No,
is?
it's pulled up on the hard ground,
Oh, okay.
essentially near one of the lean-tos.
Oh, okay.
I want to check in to see if I can't get that fire built back up. See if there's any embers or if I gotta get a flint or something.
Yeah, no, so everything in it is completely out. There's nothing still warm. The stone itself is warm, but that could just be from the warmth of the day warming up the stove. But other than that, no, there's no live coals or anything like that on this.
Aw. Tragic. I'm gonna start busying myself getting firewood for this thing.
Okay.
Nothing in the tents.
No, they're completely empty.
I'm gonna go over and see what kind of shape the canoes are in. See if they're seaworthy.
Yeah, go ahead and
If
give
I
me an
can tell.
investigation check.
This could not be good, maybe.
So as far as you can tell, they all look to be in good shape.
Okay. So what do you think, guys? Should we spend the night here? Since it's
So-
almost night?
You said we still see symbols? Do they go out across the water?
Yeah, they go out across. So on some of the stumps and the dead trees, you see some of some of the stumps that are out of you can see the fire symbol, and some of the dead trees that are this kind of out there. You can see those trinkets hanging there. So it looks like it continues off in that direction.
We're gonna have to go by boat, and I don't want to go on the water at night in a swamp.
No, me either.
Shall we camp here?
I say we camp here.
Okay. No.
My guess is that it was the other lizard people that were here before us. They had to come from somewhere and then move down.
Yeah, they probably landed here, was gonna go get the crates, bring them back to these, and take the crates to wherever they were gonna go in the canoes, would be my guess.
All right. So who am I missing? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Are the
Yep.
canoes, are they turned upside down, or are they
No, they're just pulled up on the land.
I was gonna say, in the picture, they don't look like they're upside down.
Yeah, they're not upside down. They're just pulled up on the land.
I could probably turn a canoe upside down, right?
If you want to, yes.
I'm gonna sleep underneath the canoe. I'm gonna turn it upside down.
Okay. Yeah, so it looks like each one of these canoes, just since you're kind of looking at them anyway, Axia, they're big enough that you could probably easily fit 5 people in there with their stuff. Probably less if you were trying to actually transport crates, but it looks like you could easily put 5 into each one of these if you wanted to.
And I'm guessing there's a couple oars in each one.
Yes. Each one has about 3 oars in it, yeah.
Okay.
And now one has a dwarf.
And one has a dwarf in it, yes.
Hey, Nutdrock, have you never used a canoe before? That's not how you use them.
This way I don't have to fight. Just in case.
I'm gonna go into one of the lean-tos, the lean-tos and rest.
Okay. Yeah, so these lean-tos seem to have been at least marginally upkept. It is really dry inside, so even kind of the slight drizzle that seems to happen on and off all day doesn't seem to have moistened the ground at all. It's not dry, but it's not sopping wet and squishy either.
And after I've gathered up some of the wood and put it up as if I'm going to light a fire, I out of curiosity, I cast Sacred Flame onto it just to see if it would actually light. Out of curiosity of spells.
So Sacred Flame isn't really, it's more holy fire than burny fire.
Looks cool for a moment as it flashes, and I just try a few more times. Just
Yeah.
Stop playing with fire, get some sleep.
So you're going to leave it unlit then?
Yeah, I'm just gonna give up on it then. Just kind of like push the fire over a little bit and kind of sprawl out it the best I can up against this the rock and cement or whatever this is, and I'm gonna sleep right here.
All right, so as you kind of guys get started to get kind of settled in, you start hearing some noises off to the north a bit. It seems that there's some hissing like draconic being spoken somewhere over the water.
Here comes some friends.
Like, how far away does it seem? Like, are these voices far enough away that we can't make them out, or can we make out what they're saying?
You can't quite make out what they're saying. It all kind of sounds the same. You're just catching glimpses of it, like you're just picking up little. And it sounds the dialect in use sounds very similar to the dialect that you heard previously from that other.
And you said we're hearing it from across the water?
Yes, kind of
But we
from the
can't-
general direction of where the path seems to lead.
But it's nothing that we can see.
No, not yet.
Okay.
The whole swamp has kind of been covered in a layer of mist and whatnot pretty much all day. So visibility isn't like, you can't see for miles and miles and miles down here.
Where's Smeagol when you need him? He knows the safe parts through the mist.
I'm just going to keep listening and
Stay underneath your.
Yep.
Stay underneath your thing. All right.
Yep.
Is it dark yet, or is it?
No, it's just now starting to get dark. So we're
I'm
not
gonna
quite there. Sun
Stand
is.
on top of Nutdrock's canoe and see if I can see anything better.
Go ahead and give me a perception check. Yeah, so kind of straining through the mist, you can start to kind of detect some movement. It looks like there is another set of canoes. Another set of 3 canoes kind of making their way towards your location. There seems to be... it looks to be about... you can't make out the exact numbers, but there looks to be at least 2 to 3 in each one of these canoes.
Hello.
We have visitors coming, guys. There's some boats.
Okay, everybody get on me.
2 to 3.
Let's climb into a rope together.
Yeah.
So what's
Come
everybody?
over to brother.
So what's
Come to
everybody?
brother.
What's everybody doing?
Climbing into a rope.
Into a rope?
I'm casting rope trick.
Oh,
Heh.
okay. So rope trick, which basically you throw a rope up in the air and then you climb up into it into an extra dimensional space. That I believe you can see out of, right?
Yep.
Yep,
And
but
you can
people
pull the
can't
rope
see
in.
Yeah.
How many people can climb the rope?
Like 8.
I still want to check that out.
Yeah. It can hold 8. It can hold 8 people.
I'm going to come up with a canoe just to try that.
I'm gonna hide. I'm gonna hide in the tents, just peering out a little bit. I'll be sneaky.
It's your
Okay.
funeral.
So you're gonna hide over there. Give me a stealth check, Zazer.
Yeah.
This is funny.
Wait,
All right.
wrong one. Sorry.
Yeah, that's survival. 18. Okay, cool. So you got an 18 stealth. No problem. And everybody else, including Zazer, climbs up inside the rope trick.
Zig, you coming?
Zig is standing on top of the canoe, waving. Hello.
Zig, come climb this rope. Show us how strong you are.
Who said that?
It was
Hello?
Zazer. Zazer said climb the rope.
Zazer? Where did everyone go?
Yeah, with your wisdom, you don't even see Zazer right now.
Zig, climb the rope.
But you do see a rope that is kind of disappears up into the air. It's on the ground and it kind of goes up in the air and then just disappears. You do see that, Zig.
I
Why
try
don't
to
you
throw
tug
my
on
voice.
Nothing if you tug on it.
I'm gonna really pull. What?
Climb the rope, Zig. Show your strength.
It has no problem, staying right in place, seemingly tied to nothing.
There's more fruit at the top of the rope. Better than apples.
Barbecue too.
He's gonna get his mirror out and see if Toe's in there.
Inside the mirror?
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't see him inside the mirror.
But Zig's there, right?
Yeah, Zig's there.
Hello?
Climb the rope, Zig.
I throw my voice the best I can, see if I can't sound like I'm on I'm sorry, to the west of me near the water's edge.
Okay.
I'm over here, Zig. Over here.
Zig goes over to the water's edge. Caesar.
I then call out again, just a little bit northward. No, over here. Just.
Brother, just pull the rope up.
Yeah, they're gonna die. I pull up the rope.
Why are you making Zig walk around?
You know what? I'm trying to trip this trap is what I'm doing. And
So, meanwhile, while all this is going on, the voices kind of start getting steadily louder. They almost sound jovial.
They won't sound jovial for long.
So you pull the rope up? Yeah, so Zig, you watch as the rope slowly kind of gets pulled up from seemingly nowhere and kind of disappears as it gets pulled up.
Huh. That was new.
I send Murray out to see if he can climb up Zig's leg.
Not rats again.
Yeah, you got another. You have a rat crawling up your leg, Zig. Just one this time, not a whole group of them. Just one.
And he's trying to be real gentle about it. Just going for your shoulder. Just waves if he catches your eye. Just hey.
I punch him.
Smash. Animal handling. Okay, what are you trying to do with your animal handle?
See if Zig can recognize whether it's friendly or not.
It doesn't seem to be trying to hurt you actively.
Leave it alone for now. I think he's more focused on the canoes coming towards him.
Gotcha. Yeah, they're slowly starting to come more solid as they move through the mist, becoming easier to see.
Hello?
Yeah, so they're close enough now. As soon as you say hello, all the voices stop.
Hello?
I'll echo behind him using booming voice. Hello?
Uh-oh.
Friendly. Hello?
Then, while you're, give me a perception check there, Zig. All right. So the canoes all turn and kind of disappear into the mist, but you don't see quite where they go.
Where'd everybody go? Caesar?
Did Murray happen to see where they went? Since he's kind of on our shoulder, looking with the whole with them.
No, it seems that they either know the swamp really well or something, that because even Murray didn't see where they went. They disappeared into the mist, and then he lost sight of them.
What were they?
They looked extremely similar to the lizard people that you met the night before.
Okay.
I try to call out to Zig from where I'm at. Zig, come here, dude. And I give him that whole hand motion, just trying to wave him over.
Zig is here.
I need you over here. And I kind of point to the spot just to my left.
Pointing works. Okay. More people should point.
More people should point. All right.
Or maybe he's like a dog and he's just going to the finger.
He just goes to the finger. Yeah, he doesn't know exactly.
As Zig approaches, I reach out to Murray. Murray, my buddy, my friend. And I grab Murray off your shoulder, or at least reach up for him and let him jump onto my hand. I'm glad you found Murray for me. Start scratching him a little bit. Did you see anything across the lake? Those voices seem to stop.
Little people on wooden shoes.
Wooden shoes. Giant wooden shoes, yes.
Yeah, like those ones up there.
I look over at the canoes. Yeah, did you see any more of those coming in? I heard the voices and then they stopped. You see anything?
Yeah, one and one and one and one.
And one? That makes 3. Good song.
How many did I say?
You said 4.
Yeah, okay.
Darndest thing. I'll use booming voice. Is there anybody out there? We're friends.
And what?
We have drinks.
Just common or what?
In Draconic.
Okay. All right. Yeah, everybody roll initiative for me, please. All right, so since everybody up inside of the rope trick, you can only see in that small window looking downward. You were completely surprised by the attack that just happened, so you don't get to act at all for the first round. In addition to that, neither Zig nor Zazer noticed the group of lizard folks sneaking up on the far side of the camp, basically on the opposite side of the lean-tos from where you all are. So you are also surprised by this attack. So none of you are going to be able to act either on the first round. So with that means the first one to get to go. They're up in the corner here. But they're not actually there. They're off to the west, but I just don't have enough map. So I just have them there for now. They are essentially close enough. They were able to get close enough to be able to get this first attack off with their ranged weapons. And that's it. So, the first one, there's just a hail of javelins that come flying through the sky. And Zazer,
oh lord,
gets hit with the first one for 7 points of damage. And then Zig gets missed. That was number 2. And then number 3, that javelin goes for Zazer and misses. Number 4, that javelin goes to Zig and misses.
Luckily, they're crappy.
I am rolling like I did the other week. Zazer gets hit with the next javelin for 7 points of damage. And then...
Someone throwing sticks.
Yeah, somebody's throwing sticks. That is true. Next one hits Zig for 8 points of damage. And then Zazer again, it misses.
Oh, seriously?
And that one misses Zig. And then last but not least, they roll a natural 1 and miss Zig as well. So just out of nowhere, like 9 javelins come flying out of the brush behind the lean-tos. And as soon as they launch, they start to run up and around the lean-tos. So they end up basically, let's see, got one down here. And then, what is that? 6 runs up here. Where's 7 at? There he is. And then the last group runs around the backside with their weapons and shields at the ready. As they kind of clear, after they throw all their javelins, they run out of the brush and around into the clearing. And then that's everybody. Nutdruck, did you roll initiative?
Yeah,
Why did it not record it?
I rolled a 14.
Wait, it says
No,
intelligence,
you
not
you
initiative.
rolled an intelligence save for some reason.
Oh, well, it was not working.
That's why it didn't register.
Is that better? It didn't proc it, did it? Oh, it's unfortunate.
There we go. There's your initiative. It's an 8. Perfect.
My bad.
Yeah, no worries. I was just like, why are you down here into the non-combatants area? Because I was really confused by that. All right. So, everybody up in the rope trick, you didn't see any of this, but you did hear kind of the sound of a bunch of just thunks into the ground and a couple of cries of pain from Zazer and once from Zig, and that's all you heard. Tick, you're up.
So how high up are we? Are we up the whole length of the rope?
You tell me. You're the one that cast the spell, right?
Well, it just says you touch a length of rope that is up to 60 feet long.
Yeah,
So
and
would it
the
have
rope
to
that
be
you
the
have, the
whole
rope that you
or-
buy from a store is 50 feet.
Okay, so it would have just gone the whole 50 feet up?
If that's what you made it to do, yes.
Could I have just made it go like 5 feet up so that I didn't have to climb like 30 body heights?
Yeah, you could have done that.
Okay.
Maybe I'll make you specify that next time.
It's not going to be 5 feet because
Yeah,
6, 8 foot tall.
Yeah, 10
so-
foot. 10 foot. It was
10
probably
foot.
yeah.
I'm gonna
That's
say
probably-
I'm 7'8" and I'm up on the rope, so
That's probably a little bit more realistic. Okay.
Yeah.
Or I could have cut
No,
the rope beforehand.
Well,
or
even
something.
10 feet, I could have just reached up and.
You climbed in, yeah, but you didn't.
You didn't want to.
You were trying to get their attention, but yeah.
When you asked me to climb up a rope, I don't think you mean put my hand up and climb it. I don't know.
I mean, he didn't even see you. You were just yelling at him, and he couldn't even see you. So, whatever. All right, Tick, you're up.
I guess. Well, I need to not be invisible, first of all.
Oh, are you still invisible? Yep, you sure are,
Well,
because it's
If it's nighttime,
It's-
then you
it's-
still
so it's-
have that.
so it's dusk. So essentially at this point you guys are not going to be under the effect of your indirect sunlight issue, but it is not dark enough where you need dark vision. So his invisible would indeed be gone at this point.
Cool.
But you're not going to take the disadvantage right now of being in direct sunlight because you are not.
Okay. I'll get down or throw the rope down and get down. I'll climb down if I need to.
Yeah,
to
get
not
down,
fall
get down.
in it.
Yeah, give me either an athletics or an acrobatics check. Yeah, so you're able to jump down and not take any damage.
Okay. And then I'll cast. Maybe I won't yet. Never mind.
Okay.
Shoot him with sharpshooter.
Okay. So you're gonna go ahead and take that -5. And
Oof.
yeah, that'll uh-huh.
And then I'll do it again.
3 minus 5 is a miss. Was that a you did you add that you didn't add that -5 into that one?
I
That would have been a 16. That would have been a 16.
No.
Who are you hitting? Lizard folk 1, 2, 2. You're aiming at
2. Yep.
You're aiming at 2. Yeah, that a 16 will hit.
Okay. Then I'll add the damage.
Yes.
Ow.
And boom, 17 points of damage. You just thunk, and yeah, takes it right in the middle of the chest. Doesn't take him down, but it definitely took him by surprise since you just kind of climbed down from inside of this, out in the middle of nowhere. You just kind of hopped out of nowhere and appeared and shot this guy as you fell to the ground. Thunk, and then took off running.
Yeah, and then I move back a little bit so then nobody jumps on my head.
Gotcha. That makes sense. Perfect. Matter of fact, here, let's just to make life a little bit easier for everybody. Right there where I just marked is the opening. So that should make it easier for everybody on where you're going to come into the battle. Next is Tack.
I am going to wait in here. If a lizard person comes over towards the rope, I'll jump out and stab him.
So if you see him, you're going to jump on him.
Yep.
Got it. All right. Axia.
I'm gonna climb down the rope.
Okay.
So is that, how far is that? So is that like my only action I can do? I'm not sure how far.
So if you're going to climb it, it's going to take you 20 feet of movement to climb down that rope.
Okay, so I won't be able to get into range to attack anything.
No, but if you jump down, it'll be free. You'll just have to either give me an athletics or an acrobatics check to see if you take any damage on the jump. It's only 10 feet.
Okay, then I'll try just jumping then.
Okay.
So I can.
Yeah, so either athletics or acrobatics, your choice.
We'll do athletics. Well, let's see. Are they both dex?
No, athletics is strength.
Oh, I'll do athletics then.
Yeah, that's an 18. You have no problem jumping down, so you have your full movement.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I could get right there.
Yep,
and
you can
attack
get right on top of them. Yep.
And I'll attack number 1 first.
All right. Slicey dicey.
Oops, what happened to my character sheet? Hang on, I had to bring it back up. So the first thing I'm going to do is rage.
Okay.
And then I'm going to attack this Yahoo right here.
Did you rage?
I did rage.
I didn't see it apply.
Did it not go
Yeah,
on?
it's not. It didn't apply yet.
Okay, hang on.
There you go.
There.
There it goes. And your first attack was a miss with a 10.
Okay, my second attack.
And yeah, that's going to hit with a 25. More than made up for it with your second swing for 9 points of damage, hurting that one as well. That was your second attack, so that's all your
And
lightning.
then I'll
Yeah.
lightning strike.
Yep, your lightning strike.
There's his save.
So your lightning comes flying out of your body, and he fails to dodge out of the way and takes the full brunt of your electricity. Another 3 points of damage, heavily wounding him. Looking a pretty worse for wear, and kind of surprised that, you had the worst static cling he's ever seen. Zazer. You got a guy right on top of you right now.
Sorry about that, Azusa.
I'm a little worried about that. Even hit that guy. Boom. Oh, probably not with that cast.
So you're trying to use a ranged attack in close range, you will have disadvantage. Because essentially it's you trying to aim while someone's swinging a weapon at you directly in your face. It makes it a little difficult to aim.
Can I change up what I'm doing then with that?
Yeah.
I would like to use a disengage and back my happy ass up.
Yep.
15, 25.
There you go. Yeah.
And with a bonus action, I just had it pulled up self. Come on. I'm going to throw some healing spells at myself to help this whole process out.
Okay. Your touchy thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, your healing light? Yeah.
We'll go one more. You know, it's fine. It's fine.
Okay.
I'm going
to use two of your. How many do you have now? 5? 7?
6.
6. Okay. Yeah. So you used up 2 of your 6. Healed yourself up as a bonus action. Nutdrock.
It's safe up here.
Yeah, I'm just gonna turn and I don't know which one this is. Tack talk, and I'm gonna be like, "What's up?" And I end my turn.
So
Did you hear what I said?
apparently I missed it.
I'm just gonna end my turn. Say
You're just gonna stay right on top. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. All right. Lizard folk number 1 steps up to give room for his comrades to come in behind him, and then will immediately try to bite Axia, and will critically hit with his first attack. He just bites right onto your sword arm and does 9 points of damage, resisted down to 4. And then as he lets go, he takes a swing at you with his shield and will miss. Then number 2 moves in and will go ahead and swing at you with his club, and will miss with his club, and then we'll follow up with the spike shield, and we'll hit with the spike shield for 4 points, 6 points of damage, resisted down to 3. Number 3 moves up, also engaging with the club, which misses, and then the shield attack, which will hit. They're much better at their shields than they are with their clubs, apparently. 4 points of damage, resisted down to 2. And then finally, number 4, who will make their way around here and do another bite, which will hit for 6 points of damage, reduced down to 3. And then we'll follow up with his club and will miss. Number 5 runs up and will attempt to club the crap out of the big old half-orc right here, and will miss, and then follow up with a shield bash, which will critically hit for 11 points of damage. Then the other one rolls around. Actually, oh, you're not quite in this square, but that'll work. Perfect. Then he moves up, yes, up, attempts to bite you, and will miss, and then will heavy club you, and will miss. 5, 10, no, 5, 15, 30. This guy just charges straight at you, Zazer. And so does this one. And then this one peels off this way. And that's number 9. So, Zig, you're up.
Why throw sticks? Guessing that's
That'll
a
hit. Yeah, that'll hit with an 18. 9 points of damage, moderately wounding him.
Any response?
I mean, no, they just hiss at you with swords drawn.
Hiss.
He's gonna hiss back. That's gonna hit. Yeah, critically wounding him with your second attack with your great sword. Definitely hurting him. And
we'll leave it there for now.
You leave it there? Okay. Tick.
This is a hard decision.
Hello?
I'll cast Hail of Thorns.
Okay.
And then take a shot. Oh wait, I get pack tactics now. I will take the -5.
Yeah. Yeah, you definitely have pack tactics right now. Against every target except for the 9th one. Yeah, that's gonna hit.
Okay.
Yep, 7 points of damage, moderately wounding. Number, what is that, 3? Yes.
And then I'll Hail of Thorns the rest of them.
Mm-hmm. Including Axia? Yeah.
Yep.
Axia fails her saving throw. Number 3 succeeds, number 2 succeed, or number 4 succeeds, number 1 fails, and number 2 succeeds. There you go. So after that big hit, one of them is pretty close to dead. And Axia only takes 3 points of damage. The rest of them take 3 points of damage. And then the one takes 6. That's Lizard Folk number 1. And
I never added that +10 onto.
Which number? You attack 3, right? Yeah,
yes.
You hit 3, so another 10. Got it. Yeah, he's on death's door as well.
And then, since Zig's looking pretty bad, I'll use my second shot.
All right, working on that, and that will miss. Yes. There you go. Are you moving or anything? Or are you good where you are?
I think I'm good where I'm at.
Okay. Tack.
With bonus actions, can you cast another cantrip?
If it is castable as a bonus action.
Okay. So
But
if it
if
just says one action, then it's not.
Then it's
bonus
yeah.
action,
Then it's
worthy.
not a bonus action. No. However, if a spell is a bonus action, the only spell that you can use as an action is a cantrip.
Okay. I guess I'll jump out.
Okay. Go ahead and either give me athletics or acrobatics. All right. Cool. Yeah, you land with no problem.
And then I will firebolt.
Yeah, that's gonna hit. Did you give yourself advantage? I guess it doesn't matter anyway. Yeah, so Lizard Folk number 3 takes a firebolt right to the face and just collapses. There you go.
And then I'm going to, let's see, 5, 10, 15. I'll move down here next to Zazer
Okay.
so he doesn't die.
Okay. I mean, you being there doesn't mean he's not gonna die. Axia. Axia, you're up. One's dead. Yeah, that's gonna miss. And your second attack will hit. For 10 points of damage, so your second attack quickly just cuts down the lizard folk with no chance of defending at all. You good where you are? You moving?
Lightning bolt number 2.
I thought that was number 2. Your first attack was
I attack number 1. I'm gonna do my lightning strike.
Oh yeah, I'm good. Yep, never mind. Yeah, you're good.
So there's a saving throw.
Yeah, he makes a save. So he's not going to take the full brunt of your lightning as it shoots from your body, but he still takes 3 points of damage, which is enough to kill him. So even his dodging out of the way was not enough to end his life. Or to save his life, I meant. Because it ended his life. Because he's dead. Now are you moving?
I'm gonna hiss at him.
You're going to hiss at them? All right. Zazer.
Boop. Oh, that didn't work. Wrong one.
Remember, if you're doing a ranged attack, Hellish Resistance. And what did you just do? Hold person. Got it. All right, he failed his saving throw.
And I can do that on 2 targets because it's being cast at the 3rd level.
Okay. So, Lizard
the other
folk
one make a
number
save?
8 is paralyzed, but number 7 is not. He made his save. All right. Is that it?
I want to throw some healing at a Zig while I'm here and then call that it.
Okay. You go 5 points with 1, and then another point. So 6 points total.
Ooh, I'm
There's
gonna call
3.
that it on that one.
Okay.
I got one more
so
of
you
those
have
left.
1 left of those. Yes.
Yep.
All right. Nutdrock. Everybody, you're up there by yourself, man.
I see that. Sad. I guess I'll hop down.
Okay. Either
You're gonna
athletics or acrobatics, your choice.
I'll do athletics.
That's a 14. Yeah, you're able to keep your feet and not take any damage.
Glad he didn't do 12 feet.
Okay. I'm going to ring the bell.
All right.
Just gotta remember how to do this now.
It's pretty much the only thing I did last week when I had to play Nutdrock.
Ring the bell a lot.
Cast.
You gotta ring your bell.
He hit about as good as you did.
Oh.
That's true.
So
number 5 fail, or I'm sorry, 8 fails, 7 succeeds.
All right.
There you go. 10 points of damage, moderately wounding him.
And then I can move still, right?
Yes.
10. What's my movement again?
25. You moved 5 already.
Okay. 10, 15, 20. I'll stop right here. All right. I end my turn.
Okay. No problem. So that is Nutdrock's turn. Lizard folk number 1 is doing nothing because he's dead. Number 2 is doing nothing again because he's dead. Number 3 is doing nothing because also dead. Number 4 who finally gets to do something is going to head and try to club Axia and will hit. So he swings his club down right at you. hits you right in the side for 8 points of damage, but because you're just so angry, you reduce it down to 4. He's then gonna follow up with his shield again, just out of pure desperation, but misses with his shield. Number 5 is gonna go ahead and try to swing his club at the Zig, because he's the nearest one to him, and misses, and then follows up with a shield attack, and that will also miss. Number 6 is more worried about the big guy right in front of him right now, and decides to go ahead and try to bite him, and will miss with his bite, and then follow up with his club, but will hit with the club.
No.
For 4 points of damage. Number 7 has a choice between 2 different juicy morsels. And decides that tack is the one that he wants to aim for. So he's going to throw... he's going to try to bite him, and will miss, and then follow up with his shield, and will also miss. Number 8 has his choice.
Number 8's being held. And
Number 8 is currently paralyzed. That is yes.
He gets a wisdom saving throw at the beginning of his turn, though.
Yes, he does. That's the only thing he will get to do right now. Go ahead and apply that for me.
7 should have tried to save his friend. Instead, he's just going to die by my hand.
He succeeds in his saving throw and does regain. He is no longer paralyzed.
Aww.
I mean, you got a free turn on him.
True. Do I put the effect back on again, or do you manage the effects?
I mean, I can pull it off. Anybody, if you put it on him, you can take it off. But I just took it off, so it's no big deal. So he makes it at the beginning of his turn, you said?
Yes.
All right, yeah. So he's going to be able to act. So who is he going to? You know what?
At the end of each of its turns. My apologies.
Okay, so he doesn't get to do anything. He makes his save. He's able to act again. Now we're good. Yes. I thought it was at the end, but, you know.
I had to reread it, honestly.
Number 9 kind of moves a little bit over this way and kind of is just watching what's going on. Zig, you're up.
Why are you trying to eat Zig?
Why are you trying? He did try to eat you. He tried to bite you.
Zig's thinking about biting him back.
17's gonna hit with your greatsword. Yeah, that's gonna do, 16 points of damage. Murder face, bigger than crap. Yeah, him dead.
Hey, Zig, not food. Alright, next guy.
Yep. And that'll hit with a 16 and another 13 points of damage. Not enough to kill him, but you definitely took him by surprise with your second mighty swing, and nearly took him out with it. Tick.
Before Tick goes, we'll
go ahead.
We'll do my thing.
Okay.
What's it called? I always forget what it's called.
The action surge?
Action surge. There we go.
Yep.
And we'll go for the second guy.
Yep, go ahead. That'll give you 2 more attacks on him. That first one will miss. And your second one will miss, so
wow.
Yes.
We'll pretend that never
happened. Now it's Tick's turn.
As a bonus action, I'm going to cast Hunter's Mark on this dude.
Okay. Which dude?
The one who attacked my brother.
Okay, yeah.
Brother!
That's gonna hit with a 19. That's so much damage. Yeah, 22 points of damage. Your arrow finds his mark right into his throat, and he just collapses to the ground mid-swing, not even really realizing what even happened to him. You moving or anything, or you good? Oh wait, you got a second attack, don't you?
Yeah, I'm going to shoot his body.
All right, well, you miss. You miss with your second attack. And I guess that was...
That hurt my brother.
Yeah. That's funny. Tack, you're up. You just had a volley of arrows go flying by you. All right. Moving on to this guy. Yep, misses. And that one misses as well. He does well to try to protect himself as you kind of move up on him. And Axia, you're up. First attack's going to miss with an 11. And your second swing will follow up and will hit. Wow, for 15 points of damage, you nearly take his head off. He's able to deflect your blow with his shield, but it's so mighty that it definitely jars his arm, and he seems to be greatly winded from that attack. Good where you are, or... Yep. Yeah, your lightning. Yep. Yeah, he succeeds in his saving throw, but your lightning still hits him for 3 points of damage. Not enough to kill him, but let me tell you, it's going to take a stiff breeze to probably take him out.
They blow on him.
Zazer.
Go with that decision there.
With disadvantage, you're gonna hit with a 15.
Oh, most excellent.
And why? Okay, yeah, that's gonna hit. That's gonna. Oh, you aimed at that far one?
Yep, I'm aiming away from me to.
Got it. Yep, yeah. So you took him out, and that should have been disadvantage too for that one.
I mean,
number 8 is you killed number 5. Number 8 is the one right next to you. Yeah. So your second one's gonna miss.
Actually,
Wait, no, that was 4.
Yeah, I'm not aiming at the one next to me. Why would I have disadvantage on 4?
Because he's still attacking you. Number 8 is right next to you, so you take a disadvantage if there's any melee combatant next to you.
Oh. Wow, that sucks. Okay. Didn't know that specifically, but
yeah,
that's fine.
So anytime that there's a melee combatant, because essentially you're trying to aim with a spell, or with a bow, or with any kind of ranged weapon, and you got to think, you're not just standing there. This guy's got his axe out, he's swinging, he's parrying, and all that stuff, and it makes it much harder for you to get a good shot when people are dodging around and you've got some guy with a big axe or club in your face.
Fair enough. I'm gonna say that's all I'm gonna do at this point.
Okay.
I'm taking those 2 shots.
All right, cool. Nutruck.
I'm going to ring the bell again.
Ding a dong. Yeah, he fails that saving throw with a 5. And 7 points of damage. Your bell dings the crap out of that guy. He's looking pretty worse for wear. All right. Number 4, who's right at Axia, is going to go ahead and try to bite her again because she looks tasty, and misses, and then follow up with this club and will also miss. Number 5 is dead. Number 6 is dead. Number 7 is dead. All right. Number 8 is going to... Oh, man. You know what? the one who looks weaker. He's going to try to take a swing at, and will hit Zazer with his club for 3 points of damage, and then follow up with his shield, which will hit again, this time for 7 points of damage against
My horns!
Zazer. My horns!
Beautiful horns!
So the lizard folk that you kind of run down on and started attacking seems to take up a defensive stance. And he doesn't take any direct attack, but he seems to be working on parrying and avoiding your attacks completely.
Okay.
So basically, he took what's called the dodge action, and by dodging, all he's basically focusing on doing is dodge is trying to not take damage. But you'll basically get disadvantage against him when trying to attack him. That's what it comes down to. All right, Zig.
Oh, he fell over.
Uh-huh.
Go over to this guy first.
Yep. 10 feet to get up there. 19's gonna hit. And yeah, 13 points of damage. You're just straight up run him through as you run up on him and just stab him right through the back. Doesn't even see you coming.
And let's see if I can make that here. 15, 20.
Yep.
I can.
Right on it. Absolutely. And that 24 is going to hit. And yeah, 9 more points of damage kills that guy. So, like a lightning bolt, you fly up to one side, do a stab, you fly down to the other side, do a stab, and 2 guys are down.
Bonus action, eat an apple.
Eat an apple. Got it. Just job well done. Tick.
Well, for funsies, I'll just drop my bow, and then I'll run up on this guy.
Yeah, so you'll have both advantage and disadvantage on this attack. So you'll miss as he continues to try to dodge attacks. And your second one will hit. For 8 points of damage.
And then second attack. Whoops.
Yeah, you'll hit with the second one. Oh yeah, that critically wounds him. So after your second attack, he drops his club and his shield off of him. Attack. So you miss. And that one hits.
Wouldn't it not be advantage because of the...
Oh yeah, he's still dodging. Yeah, he's still dodging, but...
So did I hit or no then?
Hold on, you dropped a 3... So that would be an 11 and a 3. So technically, you would have missed that one.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, that was your offhand, wasn't it, too? Okay.
Yep.
I was like, what does he get 2 attack? Oh, that's right. Like everybody has 2 attacks, and I get confused. All right. Axia.
As far as I can go.
Okay.
And then I'll just be ready in case. I don't think that guy's gonna come up, but just in case.
Yeah. Well, like I said, he's already dropped his weapon and he threw his shield to the ground.
Oh, okay.
Kill him.
Zazer.
Already in action to cast Eldritch Blast. Are you submitting to us, lizard folk?
Are you saying that? What are you saying that in?
Draconic.
Okay.
Are you submitting to us, or do you want it to die to me here
Yes. Yes. Friend. Yes. Friend. He says this in common, so everyone hears it. It's really kind of poorly pronounced. Yes. Friend.
Friends don't attack people outright.
I no attack.
No, he's tech.
I point attack. He's right. That one's attack.
To charge. No.
That's true. That's exactly correct. Not Drock.
I'll sit here and look pretty.
Okay. As pretty as a dwarf can, anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he essentially kind of keeps his hands where you can see him and just says, he's Snapjaw. Snapjaw. And he keeps kind of pounding his chest. Snapjaw.
Nice to meet you, Snapjaw.
You
Why you no introduce yourself? Why your friends attack us outright? I offer drinks when you guys get here. I heard you coming.
not know. Always told if enemy we attack. But Snapjaw see you be fight good.
Seems
Yeah,
like
we're-
how you told.
We're your boss now.
Me, Snapjaw, thank you help. You help Snapjaw, yes?
With
If we get paid, yes.
Their castle. You know of castle?
we do.
Their castle. Many of Snapjaw tribe. Also, much many bullywug, frog, and he just like his face just crumples up in his lizard snarl, and he sticks his tongue out as far as he can when he makes this noise. It's probably as close to retching as he can muster, essentially.
So you don't like the frogs?
They kill their chief, kill our chief. They think they better than us. They not. We better than frog people.
Toe is greatest.
Who is Toe?
Me and my brother. We are Toe.
Two Toe?
Yeah, how many toes do you have?
Toto.
He looks down. 6.
Yeah, you combine ours, we still beat you.
But you go to castle. Snapjaw help you get in. Snapjaw help you get there. You You help lizard folk. Our tribe, become free.
And
You betray us, you become sleep.
How do we know that you're not leading us into a trap? How do we trust you?
He turns to look at you, and with his eyes, as reptilian as they are, looks at you directly in your eyes. Swear upon eggs, not betray.
I put my hands down. Okay, lizard folk. I'll take your promise on your eggs, but you betray us, I will find all of your eggs. And yeah.
We'll eat them for breakfast.
Is disturbing, but understand? Yes? Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
You need to
Snapjaw.
teach me that dodge move. That was pretty handy.
Snapjaw friend. All right, so he reaches down to re-grab his weapons. Not like quickly, like he's about to attack, but just reaches down to essentially get them since he threw them on the ground. He puts them, if nobody stops him, he goes ahead and puts the shield on his back and puts his club into its holder. Says, yes, now we talk. Snapjaw, answer question. We burn wood warm time. And with that, he kind of turns to head towards, moves southwards to head towards the wood to start, like, picking up. And if nobody stops him, he just goes and starts picking up wood. He's basically looking out of trying to find the driest pieces of wood that he can.
I want to firebolt what Zazer had already done in the pit and just light it.
Okay, yep, that'll do it. It'll burst into flames. And he turns around because the sound of it he turns around and says, and you can hear him say, in Draconic, Snapjaw, make good choice. He brings the rest of the wood up and kind of puts it next, some of it on the fire to keep it going, and then the rest of the wood on the stone above it next to the fire in order to help it dry out a little bit as it sits there.
Brother, you want to give him some dingleberries?
I just conjured some up and was about to ask him.
I was about to say, I can cast Prayer of Healing for everyone right now.
Yeah, you've got time if that's what you want to do.
I want to do it.
Yeah. So take your 10 minutes to go ahead and do that. Go ahead and heal everybody up. And I think this is a good place for us to go ahead and take our break.
Can I go and pull my arrows out of all his brethren?
All of his friends? Yeah.
Yeah, we're just going to leave a pile of his friends next to the fire while we sit and talk.
We can burn them.
No, I'm going to go ahead and just cast Mass Healing Word, too.
Throw them in the swamp. They'll get eaten.
I hold out Murray.
So he actually goes out and does do some, at least somewhat, moves his friends over to another area and is a shame, but can't take back time.
I hold Murray out to him. Take Murray with you. I would like to keep an eye on my new friend. If you don't.
Is for food?
He is not food.
He's food.
He is my familia. You are not to harm him. He will not bother you. He will just allow me
Rats is food.
Rats is food.
That's what I say. Rats is food.
Yeah, rats is food.
Yes, rats is food.
Tack will follow him around.
Rats is food.
Is there a way that I could use the fire pit that we have here as a makeshift brazier?
I mean, the only difference between a brazier and just a campfire is a metal bowl.
I would like to recast my familiar in front of him, turning him into an owl, essentially.
So that takes an hour, correct?
Yes, it does, and I'll remove the items from.
Yeah. Plus all those things. So Snapjaw seems extremely interested in the things that you're doing. He seems very interested in the magic that you're casting and whatnot. Now, with all that going on, we're going to take our break so everyone can go take a quick bathroom break and all those fun things, and then we will come back in about 15 minutes, and we will continue on with the conversation with Snapjaw and go from there. So we will be right back. Watch some clips and things. Yeah.
The rest of the group.
Right.
Oh, look, we're back. Welcome back, everybody. I think we're all back. Yes.
Yeah, we're back. Back in black.
Yep. That's why I defaulted on my college loans.
Oh, and there you go. Yeah, perfect. Perfect. Jesus. And everyone's sad again.
Wah, wah.
That's how it works, I guess.
So, in exacerbation, I resummon Murray as an owl.
Okay.
As Murray pops into his new form, I'm kind of glaring at the lizard person. You see? Not food. He's my friend, a companion.
Birds is food.
You can eat owls too.
Is your owl's name Hooter?
In fact,
he's got little
I'd
orange
like
shorts.
to rename Murray Hooter now that he's an owl, because that's brilliant. Here it is now.
All right, I'll have to do that. All right. No,
Fine.
no problem.
I'm gonna keep Hooter here with me then. I don't trust any of y'all. You're not food, Hooter.
I'll take Hooter.
I kind of pull him back a little bit. No. You're gonna eat him. Scritch owl.
All right, so
He's
Hooter
like
now
picking-
exists, and Murray is now gone. All right, and there you go, Zazer. You should have access to him now, maybe?
I wouldn't even. Oh, there it is. Hi.
All right.
Hooray. Thank you.
So there's the Hooter. So you're all kind of sitting around the fire. Snapjaw's just kind of been sitting there.
Over to the other side of the fire and kind of like sit next to the lizard guy. The little guy.
Okay. He's just sitting there. He's kind of just waiting.
Wait, is Axia into blizzards?
Don't
Hey,
knock
like-
it until you've tried it.
Hey, I heard it tastes like chicken.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Caesar! I mean, Zig, chicken. Lizard is food. Tastes like chicken.
No, Drunk said
It's-
not food.
Snapjaw, not food.
Yeah, rats is food.
It's the other white
Yes, rats is food. What's
To be fair,
what's is your name? He's Snapjaw. He's talking to you, Zig. He's Snapjaw.
Oh, he's Zig. Zig.
Zig. Snapjaw like Zig.
You want an apple?
Apple?
Yeah, it's food.
What's this? I like food. Is take apple.
I'll give him a couple.
He kind of looks at him like confused by him. This may be the first time this individual has ever seen an apple in their lives.
Zig will eat one.
He just looks at it kind of weird and just kind of takes the whole thing and sticks it in his mouth.
Oh, that's what Zig does. Yep.
And then just bites on the whole thing. Is sweet. Not sweet. Not sweet like meat. And every time he says the S word, any kind of S word, because of the hissing kind of that is common, kind of takes on. Like there's little pieces of apple flying out of his face as he says it every time. Just little chunks. What's that? He took a whole apple and stuck it right into his lizard face and bit down on it and started chewing.
Does he not want more? I just have to delete him off my character sheet. I've got 19.
Because you got a lot. No, like he eats the first one, and as he's talking about how sweet it is, he just spit an apple into the fire and everywhere else. And then he takes the other one and he says, "Thank you, Zig. Is never had before."
Nutdrog said not eat people, so eat apple.
Is agree.
Yeah, don't eat people.
You eat bullywug? Not people, is frog. Blech.
What's frog?
Rabbit.
Don't know what that is. What's a frog? Caesar, what's a frog?
Snapjaw show you tomorrow when we arrive.
Is it like a big cat?
Is not cat.
This is cat. I'll show him the cat.
So he starts to get, as this conversation kind of goes on, everybody can kind of see that he gets a little more relaxed around you. He was extremely kind of nervous before, considering he, didn't know you guys. But as the night goes on and more of this kind of banter happens, he seems to relax a little more around all of you. He knows you're keeping an eye on him, but it seems like that's not his like a concern to him, whether or not that you fully trust him. But the conversation seems to be going well as far as keeping him from like he just seems like he's much more relaxed. He's not as uptight as before. So as he kind of gets a little more relaxed, he looks over at the brothers Kobold and looks just like, is emissary you?
What's emissary?
What?
No, Vorag Hathamar. You work for?
No, we work for ourselves.
So, Vorag Hamanthar not send?
Who's Borag?
He's great dragon live in swamp.
Dragon?
Oh, that Borag. Yeah, we totally know that guy.
Is he blue?
No, is how say night color.
Black dragon.
Yes, black dragon.
Oh, that's okay then.
Great.
His worse than yours, Zig.
Not know why great Vorag not help us. We are great servant, but has many of little of thems with the dragon noses they servants. Maybe we say when we get there that you are emissary. That way, no suspicion.
We can totally do that.
For you, and he kind of points to the rest, you are part of the cult. If I tell that you cult and they emissary, then we will get past guards.
Not a cult.
You think it would help if I wore one of these purple robes and I kind of half pull out one of these?
As soon as you do it, he kind of bounces back. Oh,
That
no, Snap. Oh, don't, no. Is not traitor. It's not traitor to Colette. No, not the traitor to Colt. No. Oh, Snapjaw is so sorry. Oh, no.
Yeah, we killed those guys. You're good. They shouldn't wear those. That would be a bad idea.
I quickly enough tuck it away, just seeing how worried he seems to get just by the sheer sight of it. Horrible idea. You're right.
You then kill them of the purple.
2 of them actually. One was Dragon Man. Almost killed him. Leg, yeah, that's right.
I've still got leg stuff on me. I'll show him.
Still have his head?
My brother killed Leg.
Doesn't somebody have his head?
Snapjaw, no. That thing is done rotted off by now.
Oh.
I gave it to the mayor.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's probably going to be hanging up in a tavern somewhere.
You'll taxiderm it. Hanging up.
So, not cult then. You make Snapjaw very, very nervous. I thought you powerful cult and going to trick Snapjaw. Snapjaw not like. There is another in the castle that wears the purple robe. He's pointy ear elf.
Don't worry, we'll kill him too.
No. He try help us. All of clan teach to make metal sharp. We not good at making metal sharp, and elf try to teach us make metal sharp. He also not pay attention to how much of sharp metal we have collected. Not know if he know what we have, but he not say nothing if do.
You guys have so much sharp metal. Why did you guys come at us with clubs?
Is hidden in camp. We not let Bullywug know. We people are very spirits. We look for the signs and trees and actions in things. And there are no signs that action should happen. But Snapjaw meet you. Snapjaw think you is omen. You is sign. You help clan get rid of Bullywug.
What's in it for us?
We'll have a nice frog leg dinner.
Oh, frogs. Oh. Frogs is food, not people.
Frogs are food.
A delicacy in certain parts of the world too.
It's like cat.
What? eats cat?
Both of us raise our hands.
Both the brothers are like, we do. We do it.
Draws his sword.
I kind of hug Murray just a little bit tighter. Just I got you, buddy. Don't you
Hey,
worry.
Hooter?
Hooter, that's right.
What's Hooter?
Is the owl.
Food.
Not food. Hooter, not food. Don't listen to them,
Why does
Hooter.
every session turn into what is and is not food? It happens every time.
So, Snapjaw, do you have
Yes.
family at the castle?
No, all family, we... At first, we get, elf say move all of clan, and we were to do, but as we slowly moved there, more of the Bullywug show, and then Bullywug chieftain kill our chieftain. Then we realized not safe for families and eggs and younglings. So we tell them to stay. And
how
only
many-
the warriors go.
How many frogs are we dealing with?
Many. Snapjaw never have time count.
That's okay, Zig can't count either.
Sig count. 1. And 1.
One.
And 1. And 1.
How many ones is
And
that?
1.
Let me know when you get to 100.
And 1.
While he's counting to 100, I'm going to take my long
One.
rest.
Okay, because it's going to take all damn night.
And 1.
At dawn, he'll still be one.
And what? Yeah.
Yeah, he doesn't know when he gets to 100.
Yeah,
so
he
he's
has
just gonna
no
keep
idea. He
going.
just does it until he gets tired and falls asleep.
New way of counting sheep.
All right.
Yeah.
So if you have
think
any
so.
other questions for Snapjaw as the night goes on before you all settle in for the night, go ahead and get them out.
How strong is the frog leader, dude?
Is do the magic like, and he kind of points, at the Zazer, since he kind of points between both Zazer and Nutdrock, since he's seen both of them do magic.
He's seen Zig turn his stick blue, and I have to do it once an hour. So.
Oh, that's right. Yes. So he kind of points at us like, does magics.
So, what do we get for helping out?
Do not know. Snapjaw knows that we come to the place, go through tunnel, and take back boxes of treasure. We not open, we know not what kind treasure, but we know treasure go into castle.
You had me at treasure.
We don't
So-
know. We don't.
You had me at treasure.
We don't
So-
know. We don't know where it go. We never see, but it not come back out, so must still be there.
I know where it'll go.
The
Time to
born,
sleep.
the born gray purple one say we are to raise hoard for dragons. That is what Snapjaw know. Is maybe good idea. You have more ropes?
Yeah.
Do some of them have weapon with dragon on them? You have them too? Did you take from those you killed?
Yeah.
I've been using Leg's sword. I didn't think it had a dragon on it.
No, his sword doesn't. but his scabbard did.
I've still got the Dragon Claw mask and Dragon Claw robes from there.
Okay, yeah. So the Dragon Claw, yes. So if where, no one question. No one question. Snapjaw thinks smart. We sneak in. No one know. Everyone believes Snapjaw.
Alright, just out of character, this guy sounds about as smart as Zig. Are you all gonna trust him?
At this point, I'll trust just about anything, just to see what happens.
He is marginally smarter than Zig.
I mean,
He said treasure, so we're in, so it doesn't matter.
we've been following Zazer, so it can't be worse.
It can't all be that bad.
I want to start using the Brothers Cobalt as mimic detectors, really. Oh, but just about anything. So, damn it.
I have an extra Colt outfit and Colt spear if anybody needs extras.
I have 3 scabbards.
I've got.
Oh yeah, you've got all those scabbards. Then that should be enough for. Well, I mean, Amadreus' axe doesn't really go into a scabbard, but anyone with a sword or a dagger can use those scabbards. If I'm assuming, since you took Lagragosa's sword, you probably also took the scabbard with it as well.
I've just been carrying around all of his stuff in my backpack because
Okay.
I didn't get a full item list.
Got it. Yeah. No, that's fine. Yeah, because it's basically his robes and his great sword with his scabbard that is adorned with dragon symbology.
Yeah, he didn't have any valuable items.
Yeah. Nothing else other than kind of those things.
He just took off his head and made
He
him naked.
removed his head and decided that was good enough. And then took that with you because why not? Okay.
I guess we're following the lizard.
All right. No problemo. So
Did we get arrested?
yeah, everybody gets a long rest in. I'm gonna go ahead and add that onto the Daily Bop right now.
Oh, I didn't even need to heal you guys.
I thought that counts.
Did you feel special doing it?
I mean,
Yes.
he did his
Then
job, so I
there you
guess
go.
there you go. Used up
I
a
mean-
spell slot. Good job.
If we put the scabbards on just to put them on, would it help still?
Stopjaw assumes yes.
All right. I'm gonna put my cultist robe on and put my
All right.
scabbard on.
So the next day, you gotta get ready. You get onto the. Snapjaw suggests that we split up into at least 2 of the. Since all of you can't fit in one, splitting up the 7 of you between 2 of them should be fine.
We're taking 2 canoes.
Yeah. That's what his suggestion is. Since everybody can't fit into one, he suggests just taking 2. However, each canoe only needs you only need 2 people in each canoe essentially to operate it well. So if you wanted to take all 3 or grab one of the canoes that his group took, you could take more.
If this is a place with treasure, we might need the extra boat space for looting purposes. I don't know, though. Splitting the party up that much might be a detriment.
2 boats.
Canoes there. We'll be
I say
fine.
just 2 boats.
Okay.
Can we not just drag one behind us, like on a rope or something?
Yeah, if you want to do that, you can sure tie one up onto the back of another one and just, have it behind. There's nothing
Looks
stopping
weird
you from
coming
doing
with
that.
an empty boat.
That's fine. We can just tell them that we got attacked on our way in, and it might account for the fact that there's only one lizard folk.
So you're taking how many?
All three. It's one toad behind.
So, all right. So out of the two, who is in what?
I figure we
Okay.
have.
I'll go with the lizard man.
Okay, so Nutdruck, Snapjaw, that's 2.
I'll go with Snapjaw.
All right, and then that's Axia. So there's 3 and 1.
So I'll roll that boat.
I'll go in the other unclaimed boat.
Okay. So that's Zazer. Is in the other one.
One being Toad.
Zazer in charge.
So you're gonna go with Zazer, got it. So Zig and Zazer are in one boat, and we still need to put the brothers, which will probably go together. That's what I'm assuming.
Maybe we should take our own boat. I don't want to ride with Caesar.
Just come with us.
Yeah, if you guys want to take your own, you can.
We'll just do that, and then we have all 3.
All right.
And we don't drag a boat behind.
Got it. No problem. So you got three different canoes. There's some spots where it's going to get narrow. And if it gets narrow, what order are the canoes going to go through?
We should have my boat go first since we have the lizard man.
Okay. Then
the brothers.
Okay. And then finally Zazer and Zig in the last boat. Got it. All right. Cool. So I know what order everybody is going in and all that kind of fun stuffs. All right. And so you begin your day swishing out, getting on the ships and just heading yourselves out, following along, and it's kind of even though you all can easily see the path that you need to take, Snapjaw seems to be doing his best to make himself as useful and as helpful as possible. Because he keeps pointing the direction out where to go and pointing out where all the symbols are and where we need to turn and all those kinds of things. Even though, you can clearly see the marks on the trees and you know where they need to go. But he is doing his absolute best to make himself useful to you as he points the way. And the first few hours of the day, it's still slow going. The path through the water seems a little more haphazard. You have noticed that you've kind of doubled back a couple of times. So you would be going north and then you would do a U-turn and go south a little bit and then go back north. So it's real difficult to keep your sense of direction of where things are. This whole area is nothing but cattails and, dead trees, whipping willows, mangroves, just all sorts of you can hear the sounds of various wildlife all over the place. Occasionally you'll hear the splash of water, like something fell into the water or suddenly submerged into the water. All around, again, that same mist fog that seems to cover this whole place has completely kind of surrounded you, making it very difficult to see, especially as the sun rises higher in the sky, which brightens up all of this fog, making it essentially this kind of brightly lit sheet of gray all around you. So the first few hours just go by without a hitch. Soon you kind of pull up on in an area where Snapjaw suddenly kind of picks his head up. It says, you hear? You hear?
Zig here. He gets his mirror out.
Yep.
See?
What do we
And-
hear?
If you stop, you kind of hear some a completely different language than what you've heard before. Actually, I believe Zazer, you understand it. It has that inflection and tone of the language of hell.
Ooh, I think I know Infernal too.
This is Abyssal.
Oh, poof, I don't.
I think you have that, though.
Zig speaks Abyssal.
Oh, do you speak Abyssal? Okay, cool. So Zig speaks it, so Zig understands it. Well, he understands the words. Whether or not he actually understands what's being said is an entirely different thing. But he understands the words that are coming out of their mouth. Where are you?
They're in third boat.
Oh, no, he only knows Infernal. So the only one who knows Abyssal is Zig. All right.
Oh, this is fun. All right.
Yeah.
Oh.
So... Yeah, you definitely hear some words you understand, Zig. Nobody else does, but you can hear the words. And Snapjaw kind of keeping his voice down and talking to Axia and Nutdrock. It's like, it's best to get out boat. Go, dry land there.
All right.
And he kind of points off to the side where there's some dry land.
We'll take the boat over there to the dry land.
All right. So as you kind of get over towards that area and kind of make you pull it off to the side. One of the things that you essentially first notice is that Snapjaw immediately kind of takes off to some bushes over on the east side of this clearing.
I think we're supposed to hide.
Huh? What words can Zig make out?
Whoa. What did I just do? What?
What words can Zig make out?
With a... Can you go ahead and give me a perception check?
Yeah.
You hear a lot of stuff about hunting and searching, but
Do they sound like gnolls?
no, this
Okay.
this is kind of it's still abyssal, but it seems hissy, kind of almost like how the draconic words of Snapjaw and the other ones are kind of hissy.
So they're not barking. Okay.
Yeah, so
Zazer.
here, let me get this up here.
Zazer. Gnolls? Hunting. Big cats we saw in forest.
Oh, you mean those dog people?
Yeah.
Good lordy. And that's what that's what they're saying in that weird language.
That's what it sounds like.
Okay.
But also sound like Snapjaw, so maybe.
I'll lean forward to the brothers. I think we might be hunted. Actually, no, we've already jumped out of the boat. Wait. Hey, Zig, I think that we need to hide. If we're being hunted, we don't want to be seen.
Quick! Come to stay hidden.
I did roll stealth, and I rolled the highest I can.
Okay.
Do we need to roll stealth?
That's up to you all. I mean, are you?
I'm gonna try to hide.
I mean, Zig will do his best, but do I get disadvantage on all stealth?
What armor are you wearing?
I'm proficient in heavy armor, so I don't think it naturally gives me disadvantage. But I'm 8 foot tall and in plate.
Yeah, if I hold on, give me 1 second here. You are wearing plate armor and full plate. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. HIJK. Wait a minute. Where's your full plate? Plate. There it is. Got it. Yeah. So you have disadvantage on stealth checks in that armor.
I thought my proficiency took it up.
Nope.
Okay.
It's just because it's a bunch of plates of metal that are close to each other, so they rattle naturally.
Yeah, I don't think there's much hide and seek.
Yeah. Let me get all of you onto. Let me get all of you on the map here.
Zig's doing his best to hide, and Nutstruck's just slamming everything.
Yeah, he's just like, I'm hiding! Hey guys, I'm hiding over here! I hope you don't see me! Alright, put yourselves where you want to put yourselves.
Can I cast Pass Without Trace?
Before you guys start getting hidden? Yeah, you got time to do that.
I accidentally closed the map. What's it called?
Marshlands. Player.
That would give everybody a +10.
All right, there you go. So that would give an 18 to Zig and a 12 to Nutdrock and an 18. Okay, so Zazer gets an 18. All right, cool. Yeah, 27 for Axia. Yeah, so y'all pass without trace to kind of give yourself a +10 to all your stealth checks. Good. So after you get a little bit of time, you see a group of creatures. 3 of them look extremely human. They look very human, but there's something about them that's a little bit off. That makes them maybe not completely human. However, the other 2 that are with them are kind of these monstrosities that wait, what kind are these? And damn it. 1 second. I don't know why this isn't working, but all right, here we go. There we go. So, yeah, this thing here is, it's a pretty what the first thing you notice is that while it has a human body and 2 arms, 2 legs, its head itself is a snake. Like he's just got a snake head where his normal human head should be. The other ones look completely human. And they're just kind of walking through, looking around, and keeping an eye, essentially, on their surroundings. And who is closest to Snapjaw? So Snapjaw whispers to Tack and says, "Yuan Ti, nobody liked him."
Sig wants
Yeah.
tea.
Nothing to freak with.
So they seem to be pretty okay. So as they begin to walk through, okay, they start to make their way out.
Did Zig hear them talk about anything?
They seem to be like they're hunting for food, based on the words that you're hearing from them. Nothing necessarily outside of that. It sounds like they're looking for any kind of game to take back. But you also hear the word sacrifice a couple of times.
Zig doesn't know what that means.
I'm curious about something. In all of our time in the woods, has there been like animal sounds, calls of deer, elk, or any kind of big game that we would have heard?
No, not really. Not in the swamp. No.
I'm just trying to figure out if there's anything I could be mimicking to maybe throw my voice or something like that. I don't know.
So they move in a little farther, just looking around, trying to see, they seem to be searching. So they're moving kind of slow through this whole area.
Nut drug.
What up?
People want food. Give them food?
No, we better stay hidden.
Suddenly, as they move up a little bit further, what you hear, Zig, is dwarf in the bushes. Everyone else hears some hellacious sounding noise come from
Nut drug not hidden.
Yep. No.
They see you.
Oh, they see me.
Everybody roll initiative.
Sweet. Oh,
so even
God.
with the +10, man, they still saw you.
Well,
now give them food.
Now we give them food.
they think we're food.
We're not food, big man.
So nobody really. Okay, so here's the thing. They know that Nutdrock is there. They also know that Zig is there. They have no idea the rest of you were there. They didn't see anybody else other than Nutdrock and Zig. I like how Axia suddenly moved away from those two. Like she's gonna avoid some sort of accidental hit.
I didn't move myself. I don't know who moved.
I know, it was funny because as I was explaining it, I saw your dude move, and I was just like, oh, all right.
I'm like, wait, who moved me away from my bush?
Okay.
I'll give Nutdrock some apples.
So did everybody rolled, right?
Yep.
Good God, man. All right, Toe, you are up, and you will have advantage on your attack roll because they do not know you were there.
But Toe doesn't know this button is, right?
What? No, I mean, what everybody else sees is essentially one of the humanoid-looking ones pointing towards a location where they know that, some of your all group are hidden, and they yelled something in a language they didn't understand. But it was enough to get the point across that somebody got sawn. Sawn? Wow, I can't believe I said that. Somebody got seen. Jesus. Sawn. What the? It's been a long day. Somebody got seen.
Axia moved again.
Who's moving Axia?
Not I.
I put people in actual squares instead of halfway in.
Yeah. I put her back in a square.
Because squares apparently are hard.
There we go. All right, yeah. So, Tick, you were up. Or Tack, I'm sorry. Tack is first.
Since they're pointing at the dwarf, I'm not going to do anything until one of them runs up on the dwarf.
Okay.
And then I'll firebolt.
So you're going to ready an action to firebolt as soon as somebody gets up close to the dwarf?
Yep.
All right. So you cast your spell and get that sucker ready. Next is Tick. So again, they don't know you're there yet. Does Firebolt have a verbal component, by the way, Tack?
Yes.
Okay.
So...
But it's instantaneous, so...
Yeah, I got you.
Since on my first shot I'll have advantage, I'll do a sharpshooter.
Okay.
And I'll also cast level 2.
So the good news for you and all of you is, even though that you're kind of in the middle of the day, the fog has deadened the bright sunlight so much that you're not going to suffer disadvantage from your direct sunlight, because you're not in direct sunlight.
Ooh, good stuff. And I'll shoot at lady number 1.
All right. Yes, that's going to hit with a 16.
Good stuff.
Uh-huh. 19 points of damage, moderately wounding. So your arrow comes out of nowhere, slams right into her, and that definitely gets their attention. Oh, wow, and there's the explosion. And some of them take damage, some of them don't take damage. Pure Blood 1 takes 14 points. It is critically wounded. Number 2 is moderately wounded. And the Malaysia number 1 UNT takes 7 points of damage and just is slightly wounded from that explosion of wooden thorns that come flying out of your arrow. That
and
spell is pretty
no
cool.
longer get advantage for my other 2 shots?
They know you're there now, so no.
Okay.
Just the first shot will get you advantage. Your second one will miss. That one will hit.
Good stuff, and that was my last shot. So that means I get my Dread Ambusher.
Okay. And yeah, so just immediately your flurry of arrows that come flying out quickly takes down the first human-looking UNT almost immediately. And that was pretty impressive. Axia!
Okay, since I'm like stealth, I don't want to move.
Okay.
But I'll ready my weapon in case someone comes close enough.
Gotcha. No worries. Zazer.
You okay over there? Sigil shouting Abyssal.
What did you say?
You okay?
You okay?
You sleeping?
You sleeping? Yeah, just a bunch of arrows come flying out, one of them exploding into a hail of thorns. And one of them goes down immediately.
The dwarf, not food.
Mm-mm.
People.
All right, Zazer, what's up?
Plenty of food.
Yeah, your first Eldritch Blast is gonna hit. Yeah, 13 points of damage, moderately wounding it.
Go for another one.
And then your second one is also gonna hit.
Ooh. Getting wrecked.
And that one's
one.
gonna do 5 points of damage. You moving or anything, or you gonna stay wherever you are? They know where you are now, just FYI.
I'm just gonna move behind Axie and call it good.
Okay,
Good
you're gonna
out
hide
there.
behind Axia. All right, makes sense. That's because she's still hidden, so that's actually not a bad idea. Nut truck. They seem to know you're there, but after the other attacks, they seem to know that there's other folks around as well. But you were definitely the first one they noticed.
I'm gonna move right here, and I'm gonna be like, "Did you like my arrow?"
Like it was all you. Got
My
it.
firebolt.
Yeah, I did all that. I'm amazing. Got it.
And then I'm gonna ring the bell.
Yes. Ding a dong. Ding a ding dong.
All right, let's see here. So I'll click on this guy and this guy. Cast it. Well, that's unfortunate.
Oh, what? Yep, they both succeeded. They both absolutely succeeded. All right.
Well, that's it for me.
Okay. That's why I wanted to double check, because I keep trying to, I end up jumping the gun here. So, all right. So that one's dead, so it doesn't get to do anything. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, what are these guys? Five, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Runs right up on you with their scimitar. Oh yeah, that misses. So your firebolt comes flying out of nowhere and completely misses. You were still hidden.
Actually, I should have had advantage on that.
Yes,
since-
that's what I was saying. You're still hidden, so you should have had advantage. Roll a second one and see if it hits. Don't bother with advantage, just roll a second one. And yeah, that'll hit. So yes, you will hit.
10 plus, now you get pack tactics.
Yeah, 9 more points, so your firebolt just nails her.
That was my firebolt too.
And once she gets close, she swings her scimitar at you and critically hits you for 10 points of damage, and then swings again. Whoops, I grabbed the whole thing. Swings her scimitar again, and will hit for another 7 points of damage. All right, number 3. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Gets right there and then casts a spell and sprays a green mist right in your face. You Wait a minute. Why did that not?
I'm a dwarf, so if it's a poison.
Yeah, hold on. What is it? Do you have advantage? No, because it's a spell. But you'll take. Hold on. Let me double check that. That Drak.
Resists poison and advantage on saving throws versus poison.
Yeah, so this is a spell, not versus poison, but the spell itself does poison damage.
Okay.
So he doesn't. You don't get any bonuses against him attacking or her attacking you with the poison. However, your where is that at? Is it resilience?
Dwarven resilience is the one that was the poison.
Yeah,
stuff.
so you have a resistance, so you'll take half damage from the poison damage that you do take.
Okay.
Because basically it's a spell, but it does poison damage. So yeah, you'll take 7 points of damage resisted down to 3 points as she sprays this poison up in your face. And then that's her turn. Zig, you're up.
He's not food. Right,
He's not food.
and right there. Alright, and
Bingus.
I'll offer an apple as a bonus action.
Okay, have an apple. Slice.
They don't take it? Alright.
No, they don't take it. They are not interested in anything you are offering them. That's a critical hit. Yeah.
They should have took the apple.
They should have took the apple. Yeah, 27 points of damage. You straight run this Yuan-Ti through. And just collapses to the ground.
Take apple next time.
Take apple, you asshole. And your second attack is a 27, which will hit. For 15 points of damage. That definitely wounded her.
Alright, let's do it. Action surge on it. I'll probably miss twice again.
16's gonna hit. And 11 more points of damage, heavily wounding. You have one more attack if you want to go ahead for it. That's another crit. Holy crap. Yeah. So you just run up and just with a flurry of steel and sweat, you swing your mighty greatsword in such a sweeping arc that you just in twain kill both of these terrible creatures that stand before you. They didn't even have a chance. They probably shouldn't have ran up into melee range, but whatever. Not much we can do about that now.
And I'll use my movement to go there.
Okay. No.
Next time, take apple.
Yeah, next time take the apple. All right. So this one here. Will attempt to bite you.
Zig, not food.
And will hit. So as soon as he bites down, you can feel the burning sensation of the poison from his bite entering your skin, hitting you for 14 points of damage. He then lets go of his bite and will then follow up with his scimitar and will miss you with that. The next one, 5, 10, 15, 25, 30 will move up here and again will immediately try for a bite and will miss you with his bite and then follow up with his scimitar,
Thank you for spread the eye,
which will hit
people,
and slashes you for 5 points of damage. Very upset with you right now. That's the cat. Doesn't get an attack. All right. Oh, I forgot to roll for Snapjaw. Oops.
You can just stay back.
All right, back to the. Well, he goes after Zig, so we'll make sure that it happens next time. Tack, you're up.
Okay, I'm going to throw a chromatic orb at the lizard that's not been touched yet.
Okay, the one that still hasn't taken any damage. Got it. That's going to hit with an 18.
And it's a cold one.
Gotcha. Light 13 points of damage, lightly wounding it. Just kind of, it hits against him, and the ice shards kind of freeze him, and you definitely got his attention. That is for sure. Tick, are you moving or anything?
No, I'm gonna stay here.
All right, Tick, you're up.
I'll give him a good old pew pew.
All right.
Pew pew.
Shoot your arrows. Your first one is going to hit.
Oh yeah, and as a bonus action, I'm going to cast Hunter's Mark on him.
Okay. All right, so you get your hunter's mark on him, you shoot your arrow, you hit him, you do 8 points of damage with your first arrow.
Oh, whoops, I forgot to add the 10 to that.
Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, so I can do that. Who is it? That was number
2.
Number 2. Yeah, so I'll add 10 more to that. Got it? All right.
Okay, and I'm assuming he's still alive.
Yeah,
so
he's
I'll-
still alive.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that second attack is going to miss. So your second arrow goes wide and does not make contact.
Man, I really want to go in there.
Yeah. All right. Are you moving or anything, or are you good?
I'm good here.
All right. Axia.
Hit me.
Okay, I'm gonna move up to here. I guess that's as far as I go, right? 5,
Yeah,
10,
That's
20.
30. Yeah. I mean, you can run all the way up, but you won't have an action.
Yeah, I'll just ready my weapon in case someone comes close. Well, I could probably hit him with my javelin from here, though, huh?
Yeah, you could throw a javelin.
Okay, I'll throw a javelin at this guy here.
Okay. That's going to miss with an 11.
Okay, let's try it one more time.
It's like your second javelin, and you toss it, and that one will hit. For 4 points of damage. He's in the heavy wounded stage of his life.
And I'll do... Oh, wait, I'm not raged. Never mind.
Yeah, you're not raged. And you wouldn't. You're not within 10 feet anyway, so you wouldn't have been able to do that. Zazer, you're up.
Ain't no sense in me stepping forward.
Like, I got all the range. Your first Eldritch Blast goes wide and misses.
Try that again.
Your second one also misses.
Looks like you should have stepped forward.
I'm just gonna stay right here. Ain't no need for that nonsense.
Oh, well, I mean, that's also true. All right, Nut Truck, you're up.
So on my turn, I'm gonna cast Shield of Faith.
Okay.
On Zig.
Okay.
That's a bonus action,
Mhm.
and then I'm gonna try and ring the bell again.
All right.
We'll do. I can unclick this now.
And that's not a touch spell or anything?
Oh, maybe it is. Let me look. It doesn't say it. Wait, a shimmering field appears and surrounds a creature of your choice within range. And the range is 60
feet. Yeah, you're good. All right.
Okay, so then I'm gonna toll the bell. Hopefully this one fails.
Succeed.
Are you sure?
15?
It usually takes it off of if they succeed.
I mean, I see succeed right here.
Right.
For Malaysian 2.
Okay.
Yep. With a 15.
I'll just end my turn then.
Okay. Because I think that's right at your DC, isn't it?
Probably.
Yeah. It's probably right on.
14 is my wisdom DC.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, so he just beat it. Yeah. All right, so this pure blood is dead. This pure blood is dead. And Zig, you're up. You got two of these snakehead people right on top of you. One of them already bit you.
You want an apple?
They are not interested in apples.
Well, you know,
Their snake eyes eye you as if you were an apple yourself. Yeah, crit. There we go. 17 points of damage. Gee, Pete's, man.
Take an apple.
Yeah, should have taken the apple. Second
You
attack.
need to ask that question before every swing.
Because apparently you crit every time you ask about the apple. You know what they say? An apple a day keeps the cleric away, I guess. 9 more points of damage. He is close to death, but not quite there.
Sure you don't want an apple?
5, 15, 5, 15. He runs up, all the way up, and will go ahead and toss his javelin at this guy, and will automatically miss, and then that's all he's going to do. Good job, Snapjaw. All right. This one here is going to go ahead and try another bite. Yeah. He's going to go ahead and try to bite you again, Zig, and will miss with a 12. And then we'll swing with his scimitar. And will hit with his scimitar. Or scimitar? Whatever. So for 7 points of damage. And then the second one will also try to bite you. And that one will hit.
1 sec.
Oh, yeah?
Reaction.
You're going to go ahead and do your...
I'm going to pop a shield.
Yeah.
So a blue barrier pops up and we'll see if it has any effects.
So AC plus 5. That would
Plus
make your...
2, so I've got 28 AC right now.
Yeah, that's it. So the shield suddenly materializes and just blocks his teeth from clamping down on top of you. How long does that last?
It's just one attack, I think. Let me double check. I think it breaks as soon as... shield 5e. Oh, until the start of my next turn. So
Okay, so it'll be there. Okay, cool. That's what I just wanted to double check because he's gonna follow up with his scimitar, and with his scimitar attack, yeah, a 10. Yeah, defense effects plus 7. Yep. All right. Nothing that cat can do. All right, Tack, you're up. The first attack's gonna miss. Oh, that was Firebolt. That's all you get. Never mind.
Yep.
Are you moving or anything? Or are you good?
I'm good.
All right. Tick.
I'll sharpshoot again.
Yeah.
Pew pew.
There you go. That's a hit with a 14. Just barely, but it's a hit. Uh-huh. Go ahead and do your extra damage from your hunter's mark. There we go. Plus the 10 from being a badass with a bow. And whoa, 25 points of damage. Holy cow. Your arrow straight up rips the throat right out of this creature. It can't even scream because it no longer has a voice box in order to make the noise anymore. It just hisses. Your second arrow completely misses, however.
And I used my bonus action to move the hunter's mark over to that thing. Not like it will probably matter. But
Yeah, gotcha. Axia.
Hey. Is there anybody left to fight?
Just the one. There's one
Okay.
the one that's at the north of Zig.
I'll move up here and take a swing at him.
All right. That's going to hit with a 16. For 10 points of damage, heavily wounding him. Looks like he's about halfway there, living on a prayer. That's going to hit as well with an 18. And another 6 points of damage. Looking a little more for wear, but still not down and out.
They still have a little bit of movement left, right?
Yes.
So I'm going to move back here.
All right. Since you move out of his range, he's going to go ahead and get a swing at you if that's what you want to let him do.
Okay, never mind.
Okay. Yeah, because that'll give him an opportunity attack if you move away from him. All right, Zazer. All right, you're going to go bonus action, do a couple of heals out. All right, using 3 of your 6 dice, 4 of your 6 dice.
Yeah,
On the
that's
Zig.
the maximum. That's the maximum I could do on that
Yep.
one. 1, 2, 3, 4.
No worries.
5, 6. I'm gonna step out for this one. See if that actually
You're
helps.
going to move a little closer. All right.
Why is it nearly as good as they used to be?
That's going to hit with a 17. Imagine that. You get closer to your target, you can hit it. With 10 points of damage with that first one, critically wounding him. And your second attack will also hit. See, moving out did help. For another 11 points of damage. Very, very close. That second massive hit seems to have staggered him, and he may not last much longer.
That's all I can do.
Nutrock.
I'm going to go up 5, 10, 15. I'm just going to go up here and take a swing at him.
All right.
Battle axe.
All right. You're a battle axe. Never mind. That's a 1. That's an automatic miss.
Tell you, it's a dwarf.
It's a dwarf thing. You just miss all the time.
Do you get 2 attacks at level 5?
No,
or
he
do you
does.
not?
He does not. No.
That's rough.
Zig, you're up.
Offer him.
Sig is going to take out an apple and hit him over the head with it.
All right.
Strength roll.
Yeah. So it'll be an attack without your proficiency bonus. So that's just going to be strength. So that's going to be an 11, and an 11 will miss.
Another apple.
What are you doing with that? A grapple? Yeah.
Another apple.
Oh. Okay. Yeah. Yes. That apple you will smash across his head. It will do 1d4 plus your strength damage.
Is it not a crit? It's called apple attack.
You know what? It absolutely is a crit. So it's going to be 2d4 plus your strength.
Choke on it. Fuck.
You're just going to take that apple and shove it right into his mouth.
How do I roll 2 of
Damn
them?
apple!
If you just grab the d4, click it, right click. So you hold with the left click, and then you click once with the right click. That'll give you 2.
Okay.
And your strength bonus is 5 right now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so 10
damage.
points of damage. Yeah, you shove this apple right into his face so hard that you dislocate his jaw and break his nose all at the same time. And essentially push it so deep into his throat that he can no longer breathe. And he grasps at his neck as he tries to take any breaths as he can, as he just collapses to the floor, to the ground, and just twitches a little bit as he tries to fight for whatever breath he can, but he cannot, and straight up dies. Okay, I just want to point out, this is a first. I have never had a player kill anyone with an apple before.
The apple?
Because that was amazing! If you didn't already have freaking, what is ever that thing is called? I would give you a second one, but you can only have one at a time. Your inspiration, because that was amazing.
He got another D4 too because he has a brutal critical.
It would be another D4. Yeah, so that would have been 3D4. Go ahead and roll another D4. I just want to see how badly you killed this guy. There you go, another 4. So essentially, you killed him by 10 hit points with an apple. So you killed him plus 10 hit points with an apple. Because you critically killed something with an apple.
So never fuck with half-orc. Okay.
Half-orc and apple are serious business. Wow. All right. Yes. That's a first. Make sure you mark those 2 apples off of, or 1 apple off of your character sheet, because that apple is no longer usable, as it is now deeply lodged inside of a Yuan-Ti's throat. Wow. That's actually amazing. I would have given you inspiration for that, because that's just phenomenal, but you already had inspiration, so... All right.
That's amazing. Andy rolled 4 crits in that
Yeah,
battle.
that's what I'm saying. Like, that battle was just all Zig. That was a Zig fight. That was all Zig all day long. All right. So everything, as you finally just take an apple and you shove it into this thing's mouth, Snapjaw just stares at you. His eyes, as big as this lizard folk can get his eyes, his jaw just completely open. His lizard tongue just kind of hanging out, just in pure, absolute awe of your abilities, Zig. And as he slowly pulls his tongue back in, he says, Snapjaw's never seen something like this. This be best thing Snapjaw ever seen. You kill with sweet. This amazing. This amazing.
Apples is good. Yeah, you want one?
Do not shove in. And he kind of recoils back from you a little bit when you offer what's. Do not shove in throats.
Zig said you want one.
And he timidly kind of walks up to you and just tries to keep his open mouth, his mouth away from your fist, as he reaches up slowly to grab the apple from your hand. Snapjaw says thank you.
Right, Zig will eat one too.
And he just takes it in his mouth and takes the bite.
Yep, I would be intimidated by now.
Oh, man. Zig is going to be known as the apple killer. Like, that's just... He's going to go down in history as the half-orc apple killer. Anyway, yeah, so they're all dead.
And this is Zazer's fault, just so you know. He's the one that got
It's all Zazer's fault.
How is it always my fault? I just want to...
You're in charge. You brought it on yourself.
And he got the apples from the first store we went.
I mean, that's kind of true.
Clearly all my fault. Fine. If it's gotta be somebody's fault, fine.
All right. So what are y'all doing? You just got done killing these things.
Loot the body.
All right. Who's looting?
I want to send Hooter on a little bit of a flight, see if he can't see any other hunting parties around us.
So as Hooter kind of goes up into the air and you shut your eyes to kind of concentrate on what Hooter sees. Even with their keen eyesight, they don't see anything else in the vicinity. You do see far off into the distance the paraph, what could be essentially the top of a castle. So it seems like you're not too far away from the castle itself. So as you kind of start digging through the bodies, you find a grand total of 17 gold pieces.
Yay!
Yay! 17 gold.
Oh, if you brothers want to have my portion of that, by all means.
I'm the only one that looted the body, so it's
Yeah,
fine anyway.
so you pretty much get all of it, yeah, because nobody else. All right. So,
Does not Rock want to do a little prayer before we go?
I gotta see how many level 2 spells I have.
you should have 3 at level 5, I think.
Just want to make sure. If I have 3, I'd do it. How do I pull that up again?
It should be on your
It's on the actions page. Spell slot.
actions page, yeah, where all your spell slots are. So, yeah, level 2, you have 3. Or you have 3 second level spells, 4 first level spells, and 2 third level.
Oh yeah, then I'll use the Prayer of Healing on us.
Okay.
Whoever needs it, which it looks like it's just going to be me and Zig.
You and Zig, yeah. I think that's the only 2 that took damage here today.
Yeah, but you guys got hurt good, so.
Yeah.
I need to take my bless off too. I don't know.
The
Shield of Faith.
Oh yeah, your Shield of Faith. Yeah, I can do that. No worries. There you go. 12 points of damage, a healing on both of you. So you're both in pretty good shape.
Yep, I'm good then.
All right. So the rest of the day, as you kind of get back on your boats and continue up the way, eventually you find yourselves pulling up to this large castle as you follow the rest of the way there. Actually, I'm sorry, I take that back. So as you get a little bit closer to the castle, suddenly Snapjaw just stops you. There's his head. It's like, put the boats there. Put boats there. And he points off to an area over to the side for you guys to kind of put the boats. And this is about 2 hours after you killed these Yuan-Ti.
Dash the boats where he's asking.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he gets out and it says, "Stay here. Stay here." And he kind of starts to head off into the swamp.
I send Murray up to keep an eye on him for me.
You mean Hooter?
Hooter. It's taking a moment to correct.
You forgot which one you like, man. You can't like you have familiars like some people have girlfriends. And you can't keep their names straight, and they're all a little jealous of you. Listen. So Hooter keeps an eye on it, and you see as you kind of keep your eyes closed and concentrate on it, you watch him walk up to what seems to be a hidden spot away from the main waterway, where about 7 or 8 it looks to be about 8 lizard folk are there. And flying above it, you can see Snapjaw gesturing to them and talking. But you can't make it out because of how high you are right now.
I want to give a little bit of a warning to the group. He's talking with some of his lizard folk friends. Be aware, everybody. Be aware.
All right. So you're going to concentrate back on what your familiar is seeing again?
Yeah.
Or okay. So as you kind of concentrate more, you see the talking, and then you see some gestures, almost. I'm not going to say fully violent, but a little bit agitated towards Snapjaw, and Snapjaw kind of gestures back and is talking, and a lot of them kind of stop, and then they all kind of nod in somewhat unison. And as they get done nodding, Snapjaw again then nods to them as well. and then turns to leave and head back towards where the rest of you are.
As he turns around, I'll call Murray back, Hooter back to me, just to see if he can't beat him back. So like he was always with.
Yeah, he can fly way faster than he can definitely fly faster than what Snapjaw can move. So he definitely gets back in time.
Excellent.
All right. So as you get a little, as he kind of gets up, he's like, he's good now. We can continue through gate. And he kind of points back towards the trail. And as he gets back into the boat and pushes away from the bank and continues up, you notice that there is a lizard folk standing on the side that seems to be grabbing a rope and using a pulley system. And you can barely check out, those of you in the very front can see some large spikes that are just below the water surface that are real close to each other, essentially made to catch any kind of boats going through that area, are slowly lowered into the water completely via this rope, and all of your canoes are safe to pass. And as you pass through, Snapjaw waves at them, and they also wave back. And as soon as
Ziggle wave, yep.
Ziggle wave, okay. And as the last canoe goes through, the lizard folk changes direction on this system, and you can hear a soft splash as these wooden spikes are lifted up and stay just below the water surface that seem to be there to stop any kind of boats from coming through the area. After another 30 minutes to an hour, you find yourself finally, at long last, pulling up to this area, and standing before you is something not quite like anything you've really seen before. This must be the castle that you've heard so much about up to this point. Because again, you've not seen this before. You come across this huge castle, but to the north and south of the area, and the boats basically pull up. Snapjaw kind of controls and shows you where to park, and pulls the boats right up and into this basic area, kind of right there, which you might not be able to see very well, so let me darken it in. Yeah, so right about here. So everybody is able to disembark at this point right down here. So as you all disembark, Snapjaw, the cat, Hooter, Captain Squeakers, everybody gets off of the boats right down in this area. And as you can see, this castle is just giant. You can see to the north there's a bunch of huts that are, there's well over a dozen of these things, and there's no rhyme or reason of where they're laid out. They're all kind of dome shaped with a slight flat on the top. All the doorways are completely opened, but they're definitely very, very close to the ground. Very small. And it just looks to be a lot of water and mud as well in that area. To the south of you, where you are, up on some raised land, you do see some large pylons, large wooden trees, a good, anywhere between 6 inches to 8 inches wide and about 6 inches apart forming a fence line around something. It's hard for you to tell exactly what that something is, but there's something there. Next to that, past some bushes, you can make out make out a bunch of longhouses. Now these, unlike the tents to the north, and the ones on the north are kind of really haphazardly put together. They don't look very well kept or anything like that. These look well constructed. Over to this side again, also all the way to the east, you see the same kind of sturdy looking construction of these long houses. While they're still covered in hides and things like that, they definitely look like they are more kept, well kept than these tents that you see to the north. And then of course you see the opening to the castle itself. Directly kind of to the north, you can see the main gate from where you are, which is essentially, let me just draw an arrow real quick here. So yeah, you can see this opening right here that kind of leads to the castle main. And all around you, you can see a bunch of individuals. You see you see humans, you see tieflings, you see elves, you see dwarves, you see these strange-looking frog people that you have never really seen before. They are kind of new to you as far as what they kind of look like, and they literally look like humanoid frogs. They essentially have arms and legs, but they are shaped like frogs. They walk around on two legs. You see them walking around. You see a lot of lizard folk also kind of moving around. So there seems to be just a lot of mishmash of people all working in this particular area. And as you kind of gain an eyeful of all the stuff that is around this area, this is all you can really take in before we call it a night. So we're right here at the castle. You have made it here, and you are ready to continue your adventure next week. Now that you're here at the castle itself. So we will continue this next week. I think this is a great spot to actually stop what we're doing right now.
Would we have gotten a chance to short rest on the boat ride since those were fairly long?
So yeah, you had enough time to basically conduct a short rest since nothing really happened other than to make your way up. So I will go ahead and give you that short rest. So our short rest did happen in that last little hour and a half that it took you to get to the castle after that last fight. So that did happen. Since not much game. You are getting here just as dusk starts to really happen. So it seems like it takes about 2 days to get to this castle from the location where you are. And now you were right there at the landing, where you can see a few other besides the 3 that you just pulled up in. There are 6 others sitting there, or 7 others that are sitting there, and I guess for future use. And that's all you can really make out from here for right now. So this is where we're going to end it. Before we really get into the castle proper. I think the night was a good night. I had fun with the night. I hope you all had fun with the night. You made your way to the castle. I mean, thank you, Mario, but our princess is another castle. Maybe. But ladies and gentlemen, all of you, thank you very much for your time and attention today. I hope you had fun watching, as much fun as we had playing, because we laughed a lot, so I hope you did too. At the end of every single one of my streams.
The eye rests. It has shown you all it can for now. This is not a time for sorrow, but a time for joy. When one chapter ends, another must always begin. Ponder upon the lessons you have just witnessed, and heed its wisdom. Apply it to your lives. Go forth, be well, and do good towards the others that enter your story. Let your chapter and their book